that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clean my throat. Why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come again, still breathing, standing up, everybody's gonna see it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, and when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on. Forget your names. The tide is high, say goodbye, we set it sail. And all those midnight secrets told, we'll take them to the grave. So when I'm gone, oh when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun. Close to the sun.
To understand a military veteran, you must know. We left home as a teenager, or in our early 20s for an unknown adventure. We loved our country enough to defend it and protect it with our lives. We said goodbye to family and friends. We learned the basics, and then we scattered in the wind to the far corners of the earth. We became brothers and sisters, regardless of color, race, or creed. We didn't earn a great wage. We experienced the happiness of mail call and the sadness of missing important events back home. We didn't know when or even if we were ever going to see home again. We grew up fast, and yet somehow we never grew up at all. We fought for our freedom as well as the freedom of others. Some saw combat, some didn't. Some of us saw the world, and some of us didn't. Some of us dealt with physical warfare. Most of us dealt with psychological warfare. We participated in time-honored ceremonies and rituals with each other, strengthening our bonds and camaraderie. We counted on each other to get our job done, and sometimes to survive it at all. We have dealt with victory and tragedy. We have celebrated and mourned. We lost a few along the way. When our adventure was over, some of us went back home, and some of us started somewhere new, and some of us never came home at all. We share an unspoken bond with each other that most people don't experience, and few will understand. We speak highly of our own branch of service and poke fun at other branches. We know, however, that if needed, we will be there for our brothers and sisters and stand together as one in a heartbeat. Being a veteran is something that had to be earned. It can never be taken away. To all our veterans here today, I commend you and thank you for all that you have done and sacrificed for your country. Try to remember the good times and make peace with the bad. But most importantly, stand tall and proud, for you have earned the right to be called a veteran.
And cheers, everyone. Good to see y'all. Wow. I made that earlier today. That was pretty cool, putting it together, going through some of the old stuff that I was a part of for almost 10 years. It was like 9 years and 8 months or something. But yeah, I had a really good time. I see 8 people are watching. I'm probably one of them, but we got 7 people out there watching. All you veterans out there, freaking happy Veterans Day. You deserve this day. I think, there should be more than one Veterans Day. And it's not because I'm biased about it, but I think our country wouldn't survive without the veterans. I think that's just my opinion, but anyway, thank you everyone for showing up. Joey, right off the bat, on the thumbnail, I didn't have anybody else up there. I could have put a ton of people up there, but the problem is putting everyone up there that you've touched. Dude, it's numerous. I mean, I was served in 4 units, actually 5. Trying to get them all up there, it'd be hard, but thanks, Joey. Love you too. Let me get a banner up here. Create a banana. Anyway, I got the link on the YouTube. You guys want to come up? It just cracks me up. Joey has always got the comeback. Him and Captain and JV. Blake's got some good ones too. But good times, man. Sorry, I'm late tonight. When I set up the stream, not 15 minutes later, my wife comes down the stairs and she says, Logan's in basketball now and he's got a game today at 2:00. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to push back my live. No problem. So we did that. So got this game. They won. So they're undefeated now. They're 1-0, which is awesome. Good game too. For how old they are, dude, it was a really good game. Went and took care of the girls as the sun was going down, had a really good time with the horses, and it was a good day today. It was awesome. I love Saturdays. Saturdays is like my day. That's when I Miss Piggy's in the house. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I don't know if there's anyone else that's live right now or not. I don't know what's going on, but hey, I want to show you something that I got in the mail today. So, getting the new truck, I went ahead and applied for the Colorado U.S. Army license plate. So I got the one with with the dates and everything on the bottoms that go on the back. On the front, I got my parachutist license plate. I put that on the front of the truck, so it's pretty cool. I love the colors of it. It's got the old Army emblem instead of the Army with the gold, or not the gold, the yellow star. But yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, man, we're hopping out there in the chat, aren't we? Hopefully I'm sounding okay. I heard that I know there was an issue with Android when people were trying to do lives and everything. So I'm wondering if everything sounds good. If I sound like a squirrel or something like that, let me know. Other than that, today's dedicated to all the veterans that have served. I even honor those that have served in our allies as well. So in the UK, just everywhere around the world. I've touched a lot of people in the military. Not only from the United States, but people around the world. I spent 2 years in Germany. Spent a hell of a lot of time in Central America, the Middle East. Even some of the soldiers over there in like Saudi Arabia and everything. I made some really good friends around the world. And what's cool about social media is that when it came out, we were able to connect, and we have, unit groups out there on Facebook, and being able to go out and touch people and see them and see how their lives have changed since we were like 20, 21 years old. It's insane to see it. And then also finding out, others that had gone to like Desert Storm or, the Afghan war. I still have friends of mine that some have recently retired and they have like 35 years of service under their belt. And then I have friends that I've known that I served with that had died in war. I have friends that have cancer right now that, especially one person, his name's Sergeant Campbell. Met him in Germany. Him and I, he's a really, really good guy. I mean, he took me under his wing as a little private, and he was one of the smartest guys out there in the Signal Corps. So the job that we did was, radio teletype and all, and different things like that. This is back way before the internet. This is right after color was invented in the world. So just joking. He's fighting pancreatic cancer. They caught it early, but he's got one. I think he's got a tumor that they can't do surgery on because I think he said something about it being close to his aorta or whatever. But they're doing treatments for him, and I'm doing nothing but prayers and good thoughts for him and his family. Great guy. I think he he served in the Pentagon since after we served together. He also headed up the honor guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier for years and years and years. So he was one of those guys that was just like, everything had to be perfect when you're part of the honor guard. It's insanity. We would get special duties like on different posts that we would serve, where you did the honor guard, where you did the raising and the lowering of the flag on the post and fired the cannons and everything else. And when you did that, it was such an honor to do that, because especially when you're overseas and you're on I was on flak caserna. So if anyone understands flak is the shit that they shot up in the sky and they try to take planes down with. You see the little black plumes. That's like all kinds of shrapnel is just going through the air, and it just destroys airplane wings, goes through the cockpit, goes into the engines, everything, and it takes the planes down. So back in 1938, the Third Reich, they built this little post. It's like 3/4 of a mile long and like 1/4 of a mile wide. And when I was there, the 4th Transportation Battalion was out there. So they had some guys that did the trucking, and they did like local stuff like you see, in the United States, where you got to have things delivered. So they're the truckers that took care of all of the needs around the area. What's up, Dickie? How you doing, man? And I was part of the 307th and Military Intelligence Battalion and communications. So we had radio teletype rigs that were hooked up to generators, and everything was, diesel. The generators were, I think the trucks were too. No, I think they were regular. Anyway, we would go on alert and we would go out and do our thing. This is back in the Cold War. So the bad boogeyman in the room was the Russians. So we were always thinking that the bear was going to come across and take over Western Europe. We always thought that. So I served under Reagan and Clinton. I think those were the two I served under. Hey, Dickie. So Dickie. Yeah, salute, bro. Yeah, he retired 91 to 2000. Man, that's 91. Heck yeah, man. That's cool. Thank you, man. Hey, Dave. Jet, when you go overseas, anyway, I should go back to the story instead of just jumping ahead on my head just goes 100 miles an hour when it comes to the military, because you are submersed in this for years, and you get little things that come up and you just want to tell people about them, because of people back home didn't get to see things. Being on flak caserna, I mean, to be able to talk to someone at home, there was one of a few ways to do it. Regular mail, because there's no internet. You couldn't do any of that. We use what they call Mars stations, and I actually ran a Mars station in Honduras for a couple weeks. What it is you get the ham radio operators in the United States, and I was like the equivalent in the military. And you get them up on voice and ask them if they have the equipment available to help with phone calls to people's, family or whatever. So you would make a call to these guys, and they would reach out and say, yeah, we can do that. And the way it worked is you would get one of the soldiers that wanted to talk to someone at home. You get them up in the radio teletype rig. We call it a rat rig. And they'd sit in the seat, and we would get the ham radio operator on there. And that ham radio operator in the United States, he would have a switch that we would switch back and forth, that when he would do a collect call over the phone to where this guy, needs to talk to. So every time that they would get the other person on the phone and tell them what's going on, and then the conversation would happen. And every time you would stop talking and wait for someone else, you'd say over, right? So when he'd hear the word over, he would flip the switch. So you'd have conversations. Hey, how you doing, honey? Over. And then he flipped the switch, and then you'd hear the other person on the other side, "Oh, we're doing well." The reason why he flipped the switch is so that you could hear the other person. He would transmit at that point instead of listen. And then this would go back and forth for a good, 10, 15 minutes. And, sometimes it get all fucked up too. It's like, okay, we need to reset here. We'll go ahead and start. I'd get back on with the ham operator and get it going again. But it was cool doing the communication that way. Like I said, this is way before the internet. The only internet that was around at that point was in the military. They used it for the Wang computers, for transmitting everything back and forth from the States and everything. And the other way to communicate home was going to the phone booth. And being in Germany, I'd have to wait till like 2 or 3 in the morning. So I knew that my parents were home, because the time difference. And I would be sitting there just loading Deutschmarks into the phone booth. And I think I went through like, no kidding, $20 to $30 worth of Deutschmarks, just loading this thing up like every minute. I think I'd have to put 5 in or whatever it was. And you had enough time to say, hey, everything's going good. No worries about things. And, you're getting along. You have to understand that it's the first time that a lot of people are away from their parents. When I went into the military, I was 19. And when I got to Germany after all my training, I was 20 years old. So I was a little rugrat getting out on my own, not only getting away from mom and dad, but I'm across the ocean, and you're serving and you're letting them know everything. And you're always waiting for the next letter to come through the APO, the American Post Office. So, and that was always a treat too, especially when you're in basic training. And AIT was a little different. Basic training, you're alienated from everyone as you go through your training. They break you down and they bring you up as a team, and you become a soldier at that point. And during that time, there's a lot of cutoff. You're cut off from everything. No phone calls, no letters, no nothing. So you're alienated, and you're made to stress on top of all the training that you do. And then when they allow the mail to come in, some people will get like stacks of mail, like that big, little letters and stuff. And, I had my high school girlfriend at the time, and I was one of the only people that actually got a phone call from the States that they allowed me before anyone else did, is because they were calling me to tell me that my girlfriend was pregnant. So she was pregnant with Tamara. I remember going out to the phone booth, and it's fucking snowing like a crazy. I mean, it's crazy finding out that you're going to be a dad in basic training. So, it makes you grow up too. But yeah, you get the letters in the mail, and everyone always sent with, perfume or whatever. They'd put, kiss marks and stuff, and the drill sergeants would freaking, they make fun of you, which is okay. But crazy shit you do when you're young. I remember, I know this is fucking gross, but, I remember sending a letter back to my girlfriend. I think I was in AIT. I was in my advanced individual training. So I'm at Signal Corps School in Fort Gordon. And I saved up my belly button lint. And I added that to the letter. And the reaction I got out of that when she finally told me, she goes, "Oh, what's this?" And she's reading the letter. And I said, "Oh yeah, I saved my belly button lint for you." Dude, it was you just did the stupidest things, to either crack a joke, make a joke on someone, or make a joke on yourself. But that was it. Arius, what's up, man? What's up, Downey? How you doing? How you doing, man? How you doing, man? Cool. It's kind of lonely up here right now, but I'm just rambling. Wow, it's almost been a half hour. But yeah, I served from 1984. I went in October of 1984, did my basic training in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. It was 8 weeks. I remember that. Middle of winter. I remember that's the first time I got frostbite. I got minor frostbite on my fingers and my toes. We were out bivouac, you're in the tents and everything. We were doing special duty. You dig your own foxholes and stuff in the frozen ground, and you're out there in the middle of the night on the foxhole. And I had gotten wet and I got frostbite on the tips of my fingers and my toes. And I actually had to go to the hospital after we got back from that little thing that we did. But it was kind of weird. The basic training there was weird. We called it Little Korea, and we called it Fort Lost in the Woods, Missouri. There they had the trucker school too, but we were just there for basic training. I remember one of the other companies, they somehow got lice. They had to take all their bedding, all their uniforms, everything, and take them out. And they had to get them all wrapped up and sent away. And they bleached the shit out of the barracks. We weren't even allowed near them, let alone help them. But so after basic training, I went to advanced individual training. That's AIT. And I went to signal school at Fort Gordon, Georgia. And I became a 31 Charlie, which is a single channel radio operator. So it's single sideband AM radio using teletype. Remember, this is way before the internet. This is doing internet over the air, pretty much. A ham radio operator doing teletype. And being in the units I was in, they were encrypted. So I spent a lot of time in the intelligence units. So I was in 2 intelligence units and did that for a while. Everything changes as time goes on. The equipment that we were on was Korean era equipment that I first started on. So imagine the Korean War and Vietnam, that era, we used that equipment. Plus the FM radios that they had the PRC, we call them pricks, Prick 25 and Prick 77 FM radios. They're the ones that had those of you that served, they had that big long battery that went in the bottom, wrapped in cardboard of all things, which is funny. And then after advanced individual training, I went to airborne school. So I went to Fort Benning. So I went to Georgia, my first time in Georgia, and did they had ground week, tower week, and jump week, but it was a 4-week school. And the first week was pretty much, I think it kind of got delayed because they were waiting for other soldiers to get there to go through the course. But they had soldiers coming from all over the world that were our allies, and they would go through the course as well. So you go through ground school, learn how to do a proper parachute landing fall, PLF, ABC. How you doing, bro? All the different things that you have to learn on the ground as a paratrooper. And then Tower Week, they have these big towers. They're 250-foot towers. They're called the Mighty Ngawa Towers. And what they do is they have this big old ring that they hook a parachute to, and then they hook it to a tow line that it pulls it all the way up. As it goes up, they hook you into the H harness and they pull you up with it. So you're hanging up there 250 feet above the ground. And then the instructor down below has got a bullhorn and he's telling you what to do. Okay, when we release you, which way you gonna go? And you point which way you're gonna go. So they go, okay, 1, 2, 3, and the thing goes up and it just like it releases you, and you're pulling because you need to go into the wind and you want to keep from hitting the tower. They have 3 of these towers out there. What's up, Captain? How you doing, man? It's all for you, Damien. Anyway, you do your thing and you come down and you land like a sack of frickin' potatoes on the ground. It's a plowed up field. So, you halfway twist your frickin' ankle. You do a lot of running because as you're doing the training, you can get really fucked up and they're checking to see that if you're okay. So you go on like 3 to 5 mile runs and everything on a daily basis and they check and make sure you're doing okay. And then it comes to jump week, and then jump week, that's when you go draw the the actual parachutes and the reserves and all that, and you go up in the planes and put your knees to the breeze. And I'll tell you what, I remember the first time I jumped, I wasn't scared. I was never scared. I was always apprehensive because nothing ever is perfect. I was always worried about how I'm going to fall, especially if when you land. Jumping out of the airplane's easy. It's landing is the problem, because depending on the how much wind is going on, time of day, humidity, and everything, it all factors into your landing. So I remember a couple times I came down. You put your knees and your ankles and everything together, and you fall, and you go across your back and you flip over and all that stuff. And there's a couple times where I've had everything together, and when I hit, still my knees bashed each other, or your ankles bash each other because you're coming down at a good click. I mean, 20 miles an hour, I think, 15 to 20 miles an hour, something like that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But airborne school, it wasn't bad. And then while I'm at airborne school, I get orders that I was going to be going to Fort Hood in Texas. And we're all planning on going to Fort Hood. There's like quite a few of us that went through signal school that were going to go to Fort Hood. And then like at the last minute, they changed the orders. We all went to Germany. You're not in Texas anymore. So it's fun. And then, went overseas, went through Rammstein. This is before Rammstein. Y'all are welcomed up. If you would like to come up, I got the link posted up at the top. Germany was a trip. Germany, back in the day, this is before the Euro. This is before the wall came down. So this is Cold War. So, we're waiting for the bear to come over waiting for Russia to invade, pretty much. So we did a lot of training over there, a lot of alerts. We took them with a grain of salt too, because, the Cold War was pretty much a buildup from World War II on stockpiling as many freaking nukes to deter any war to happen. So I was never really scared, except when we bombed Libya. I think we bombed Libya over there. Hey, Vanessa, there's another veteran. Cheers, girl. Salute. It's all about the Home Depot discount. That's why I signed up. Right. But we bombed Libya, and I remember there were demonstrations that were happening outside the caserna that I was in. And we were all put on alert. We're wearing flak jackets and everything, and they're burning down everything in the cities that represent the United States. So any McDonald's, Burger King, anything like that, dude, it's wasted. And then you have people outside protesting, bullhorns and stuff. And you're fully loaded, ready to go, in case these fuckers want to come in and play around. But, it's the time. It's the times. I've been spit on many, many, many times, especially in Germany. I've been spit on all around the world. The people the soldiers that had served in Vietnam and stuff, they had it really bad. And we didn't even come close to it. But I remember, certain things that happened while I was in Germany, being in the back of a deuce and a half going like a range or something. Hold on just a second here. Show your face, man. Let's see. Your guest, U.S. Army veteran, is an Android Chrome, which has a bug that causes echo. Google is working to fix it. Oh, it's my brother. Hold on. Let's see if you're echoing.
Shouldn't be.
Hey, you're echoing.
Shouldn't be.
Hey, you're echoing.
Hey, am I?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Can you put headphones on?
No.
Can you put headphones on?
Can you shut
No.
YouTube off?
Can you shut YouTube off?
1 second.
He's another
What we got
veteran.
here.
He's another veteran.
Oh no! Hang on a minute.
Oh,
Let
no.
me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let
Peace.
me see. Let me see.
Fucking Scott left me in the fucking car. Dickhead.
So,
I told you to wait for me till I got out. You fucking ran in the room. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. So angry I said it twice.
I know.
I know.
Again.
Wait,
Well,
so
I-
who's echoing?
He's echoing.
yeah, I just muted him.
Damn,
Hey,
Scott.
Scott, hopefully you don't have. Do you have an Android?
That's what he gets for leaving me in the fucking car.
Yeah, quit leaving BC in the
Yeah.
car.
Should be better now.
He's in the car.
No, it's not.
Should be better now.
No,
it's not.
No, you're still echoing, Scott.
It's not.
No, you're still echoing, Scott.
It's
Oh,
not
God.
with a capital S.
no, 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 no.
I muted him again.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Come on, Cat.
Come on. West
I wanted
Virginia.
all that to echo backwards.
Always West
Oh,
Virginia.
dude.
I don't know what the fuck it is with that.
No,
state.
no.
It needs to come up on a computer.
Yeah.
I wish they'd fix that. Whatever the hell they put in place,
Yeah.
they should be able to fix.
When
it.
I first started coming up with YouTube, I was only on an iPod. You know, I didn't use my computer at first.
Yikes.
So,
Yep.
hello, Daniel. Hello, Vanessa. Hello,
Hello.
BC.
What he said. What he said.
Oh yeah, freaking Panama! I remember that. I wasn't even in the military then.
I wasn't even in the military then.
Is it better now?
See?
No. No. You've muted him again, haven't you?
No,
He's
he muted
learning.
himself.
He's learning. He's young grasshopper.
Yeah.
Well, happy Remembrance Day, everybody.
There you go.
And Dave.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called in your country.
So I've got my my Remembrance Day one up. So
Remember
Yes,
when
sir.
the Poppy Center used to be green?
no.
Then you all
Remember
smoked it.
No, they changed it to black, what, like 7 years ago?
Not
7
over
years
here.
ago?
Not over here.
Oh, really? It used to be green over here, and then they finally opted the black center.
Huh. I
Oh,
didn't.
no.
Yeah, I didn't know that. We used to wear the poppy, thing, and it was made out of felt and stuff. It had the black middle.
Yeah, ours was green.
Yeah.
Used to be green. Now it's black.
They were probably wrong for a while.
Well, everyone said, why is the center green? The stem is green, but not the center
Yeah.
of a poppy.
Let's see.
I'm actually using the metal ones these days. When I'm going to grab one, show you.
Cool.
Because the paper ones they're just a pain in the hole. It'll be plastic stem, and then
Yeah.
So we've
Yeah, go get one. I'm interested. Cool. But yeah, it's kind of cool reminiscing.
No shit.
All the good and bad things. I remember getting in so much trouble, dude. Well, let me bring you up, Cap.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
so it's just the wee pin.
Yeah, you got a bit of green on it.
Oh, well, that's the leaf, obviously.
The leaf, yeah.
So,
Cool.
and obviously they change the tape because otherwise people would just buy the one and
You use it.
use it year after year, But I in the last branch I used to work in, I sold so many of them. The Royal Legion come in and thank me. I sold because I used to wear mine and work, and then people would come in and go, "Where did you get that?" And I'd go, "Well, I have them here," and I would sell them to them. And I sold about 160 of them or something like that year, and
Yeah.
And the guy from the Legion came in, and he was really chuffed because so many. I kept having the phone and go, "Bring me another 20 up, bring me another 20 up," So
Wow. That's good.
I was never in the military. I was always too fat and
Well, and
stupid.
I think it's a universal thank you button. It's a remembrance button. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Fuck, I remember playing at a Canadian Legion and we go in there, and I didn't know the rule, and the bar is fucking full of people. So we come on stage, and everyone's going, free beer, free beer, free beer. I'm like, what the fuck, free beer? And he goes right away. The guy's like, hey, take your hat off. What? You can't wear a hat in here. And if you do get caught, you buy everyone around. I'm like, oh, fuck that. Took it right out. Like, because you're new, we'll give you a thing. But yeah, you don't wear a hat in the Legion. I'm like, I didn't know, man. I had no clue. He's like, yeah, don't do
I've
that.
never been in a Legion, bar, and I've never done it. Never been in. So
man, it would have broke me. Like 300 fucking people there. I'm like, buy
shit, right?
for everyone.
A lot of them are doing shots, and they're like, $7
I didn't know.
a
Everyone's screaming, free beer, free drink, whatever it was. I'm like, oh, right on, free drinks. No, you're the cause of it, dickhead.
You're the cause, ass.
Yeah, you don't wear a hat in here.
I really know you're cheering them all on,
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what's going on.
So this is I just got this is the license plate for my
For
truck.
veterans. Yeah. 2023. That's cool. Colorado.
Yeah, it's got
That's
the
fucking
US Army.
cool. Did you get to choose from a pile of them?
Not the
That's this year's model, right? Like that's this one.
It's this year's model, right? Like that's
you're still echoing, Scott.
you're echoing, Scott.
I know.
I know.
Sign language of Scott tonight.
Oh, here. But in fairness, how long is one of his jokes going to last if he's echoing? You have to hear it twice.
You'll get it twice if you don't get it the first time. You'll get the punchline.
Hello, Kimberly.
Kimberly, and then we got
Raven,
Raven.
that better not be the link to that goddamn monkey movie.
Let's see. What
That was
is he
funny
doing
the
this
other
time?
day.
Let's see.
You guys aren't even looking at it.
Yeah, Raven, I'm going to hold you the account. What the fucking love of Michael is that? Valhalla calling Miracle of Sound a cappella? Raven, you need to get out of the house more.
Oh my god! Here, let me translate for him. Caca, caca, caca. There, that's fuck off in crow language, basically.
In crow language.
Yeah, I might have said too
Gotta
many
look at it.
cacas at the end, but I'm working on it. Fuck, you guys don't speak crow. Give me a break.
How do you know?
Yeah, I did. That's yeah. I shouldn't have judged.
You are a judger. You judger.
Why are chickens so funny?
Yeah. If you've got the disabled veteran badge, you can park in loads of extra places, can't you?
Yeah, usually there's a few stores around here like Lowe's or Home Depot where they have probably 4 parking spots that are designated for veterans. And if you're a disabled veteran, you can park in the you have the placard anyway. You're going to be able to park in that zone anyway. And he's going to try again here.
I remember this comedian talking about a guy paraplegic. Still going.
Bullshit.
Still going, Scott.
Bullshit. I know.
Yeah, he said I was reading an article.
We're going to be doing this all night.
This guy, veteran paraplegic, and he climbed Mount Everest in his wheelchair. And he goes, "That's great and all. Great talent, couldn't walk. But why the fuck's he got to park so close to the front doors at the mall?" I'm like, no kid, eh? If you accomplish that, why does he have to be so close? I'm pretty sure you can make it from the back of the parking lot.
Wow.
I just remembered the UFC's on tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's fighting?
There's a British guy fighting for the title, Tom Aspinall.
Okay.
So I tell a lot of them sports I only watch if there's a Brit involved. I'm patriotic, so on the rare occasion the one of us does well, it doesn't happen very often. I tend to want to support them.
I only watch it when the big, like the Conor McGregors or the.
I told him that.
The big fights.
Well, to be honest, this is a heavyweight title.
You
Tom
know.
Aspinall is top of the. He would be fighting if he wins this. Bobby Joe. If he wins this tonight, he gets the interim title. So if John Jones once he gets back from injury, it will be a big fight, you know. But I'm the same. I need to know the names. There's no point, you know, just to tune on or tune in to watch it. I don't know anybody. It's like, bored. Turn it over.
Yeah,
Right.
I just not into it. It was big when it came out for
God, I
me.
thought you had a fucking laptop.
My Wi-Fi is going bonkers. Just so I'll stay in chat.
It's not your Wi-Fi. It's it says that you're coming in on an Android and it's stating that you're going to have an issue. So if you got someone there that's got an Apple phone or an iPhone, whatever the hell they call them now.
Craig was having baller last night. Yeah, Craig was having real baller in his live last night.
Yeah.
And Joey sent me a message about 11:45. He says, go and do a sound check before you go on StreamYard.
Right.
Fuck him up. So that's why I jumped on right away. And I knew Angie was about, so I sent Angie, look, will you jump in for a minute just to do a sound check with me? And she let me just jump in and the sound was fine. I said, okay, I'll relax now, but he was having a nightmare with it. He was ending out and all. But
your live went great, man. You had a really good live.
Yeah, the sound was good. Yeah,
it was a good time.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. That's why I sent you a message. I'm trying to schedule everybody as and just pick a Friday that suits people and I'll put the fucking thing out, even if it's 6 weeks away. If you say to me, look, I can't do it to January the 12th, I'll schedule January the 12th for you, and I'll put it out.
So Sam,
and that's the thing. Hi Sam. And when I run out of guests, I'll have to do something else. So. There's
it might evolve into something too.
My interview is going to be a 7-part miniseries. That's how much it's going to take.
Yeah, and the subtitle is going to be "How to Not Fuck Your Life Up," So.
But in French.
Yeah.
We're not Tombstone, but we're close. No cowboy hats.
Yellowstone. Don't throw a rattlesnake at me. Hey, do you have problems with rattlesnakes on your fucking horse ranching thing there? Do you ever get an encounter with them?
When we're at the barn, usually we don't because we've run into a few. But the thing is that every barn that you're at, they have really good barn cats. So the cats will get them, dude.
Okay.
I watch cats fucking with snakes recently on YouTube, and they're so quick. And you see they're almost taking the piss. They're just sitting looking at them going, I dare you, I dare you, I dare you. And then as soon as the snake moves, shut up.
Yeah, we had a cat that would go out and get anything, mice, rabbits, snakes, whatever, and he would leave their bodies on the front stoop. He'd eat their heads. Their heads.
Crazy.
Yeah, mate. Years ago, when he moved in with his girl, he took his cat with him. He was a cat person, and he used to wake up and the cat would have, nearly every day there'd be some sort of dead animal lying on the bed with him because the cat would bring it in for them.
That's gross.
And his girl, I'm going to be polite and say girl. She was more of a fucking beast, but anyway, she would wake up and there'd be a fucking half a bird lying on the bed and scream. It was just.
As long as it's not one of those movies where you wake up with a horse head.
I wouldn't let you see the cat bringing the horse in. So.
Where you going?
Peace out.
Where you going, Angie?
Hello, Angie.
My brother's talking about shooting deer. And a bear.
A bear? Don't eat bear. They're full of fucking worms, man.
Why do you shoot a bear?
Trichinosis, man. Best way to get it.
Here you go.
They are full of worms.
I'm so much of an animal lover. I'm not against hunting, but I'm against trophy hunting. See somebody shooting something just to put on the wall. I can't stand it because you see all these big houses on YouTube and all.
Yeah.
Like $4 million or $4 million house in Colorado, and they've got animal heads in the wall. I'd walk in and go, get that off the wall. It's just not me.
Usually, what happens is if they're not trophy hunting, they just go out and buy those things.
Yeah,
But like the people I hang out with, they actually go out and they fill their freezer and they eat.
They eat
That-
it. Yeah.
but that's it. I'm a carnivore, so we're supposed to eat animals, and I'm not chasing it down with a fucking spear. You know what I mean? So you go out and you kill it as long as you eat it. And I actually don't mind so much if you use the byproduct, if you skin it, and then you know, and all that. But people that go out specifically just to shoot an animal because they want it on the wall, I take the gun off them and chase them. You know?
Oh, I'd shoot them, especially the exotic ones like tigers and all of them, where they shoot them in the cages and everything.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bullshit. I think Dave Mustaine and Megadeth did a song on that one.
Yeah, it's just it's a horrible thing. I mean,
Chris, another.
Chris,
we have to look after, you know, these things are a resource like fishing. I mean, I don't eat a lot of fish, and I don't mind somebody fishing, but if you're only doing it as a sport, do catch and release. But if you're gonna take it out of the water, eat it. You know what I mean? But you can't walk in, you can't go to a river and take all the salmon out, because then there's none next year or the year after. You know what I mean? I just think
that's why they have tags. I mean, you can only have so much.
Yeah, we have
to go out and they'll, like with the deer and everything around here, they'll go out and survey and they'll find out approximately how much the herds have grown. And you know, I don't know how they do it through plane or whatever, tagging or whatever, you know, through the ears or whatever. But they'll find out how much the herds have grown, and then they'll allow so many tags to be sent.
I've watched the Texas Wildlife. They have a show on Discovery, and so we have watched it. Now, you know, you've got your hunting season, and you have to do the right thing. You have to fill in, you know, all this here, and I think that's right, because you want. I'm not being funny. If you're a parent, you want your son to be able to go, or your grandson to be able to go hunting in 20 years or 40 years. And if everybody just goes out and kills what they want now, they just won't be there. You know, so you have to look after this. And I love the fact they put wolves back in the wild.
I was about to say that. Wolves,
There was one I watched. I can't remember where it was, but there was all these
probably Wyoming or Colorado.
I know, but they've done it all over the place. But this one thing, I remember watching the video about it. There's all these unexpected positive consequences because they put this apex predator back in where it was supposed to be. It then controlled, say, the deer population. The deer population then wasn't eating all of a certain plant,
right?
And one of the smaller animals that thrived in that plant then did better, and it actually created the river moved after a while because wildlife started to correct itself.
It's a ripple effect that happens, and it's a domino effect.
Just for putting wolves back in the where they're supposed to be. You know, it was great. You know, so
it's the chain of life. Don't mess with it. We're the problem.
Well, yeah. We keep
animals
invading their space.
Because animals don't need that. They just need what they need to live. They don't go, I need a sport boat and I'm going to kill these tigers to get my river raft on the ocean.
There are some animals. There are some animals that kill for fun. There's some of them just like a fox will go in and kill every chicken, but just walk off with one.
Owls too.
Yeah,
owls will do the same fucking thing. They'll go and decapitate a whole freaking flock.
But you're right. Most animals are just trying to survive. They're not just being picked like people.
Yeah, that's right.
Every now and again, some animals will.
It goes with everything. If you really want to look at it, like the insects, where they have a beetle here, and we have beetle kill on the trees, and it's not the beetles themselves. It's when they go through the tree, they leave their entrails, which causes a mold,
right?
Which it totally annihilates the trees.
Yeah.
Okay, but I ask you this then. If that's the way it is and they work, then how come only them beetles are left alive? Why are we here, you know?
True.
Animals work their way out, you know what I mean? Or there would just be grizzly bear left, you know?
Yeah.
Whether it's weather, disease, I don't know. Why are we here, you know? Animals work their way out, you know what I mean? Or there would just be...
You're echoing too now,
you know?
Yeah.
Whether it's weather, disease,
we have taken that beetle
animals work their way out.
I think you got something going in the background.
That's a triple echo, you know?
Yeah.
Weather to be.
I think you got nothing going in the background.
That's a triple echo.
There you
There
go.
we go.
Raymond was watching us on like
muted.
3 screens.
Yeah, 77 tabs open.
What's up, Shredder? Another vet? Oh, yeah? Lots
you
of
could
vets.
probably light a cigarette off Raven's Ram right now. It's probably 903 degrees.
What is that a picture of, Scott? The hell is that?
It looks like a line worker. He's a construction worker with a safety thing on his back.
That's probably him.
Yeah, that's so you don't fall off and fucking die because he's way the hell up there. Unless that's a real... Yeah, he's way the fuck up there.
Yeah,
good Raven.
Yep.
Hooray!
So anyway, the Beatles, we've obviously taken something out of the chain, which is allowing the Beatles to be, so.
Well, and they try and do like they try and do like direct, burns in the forest to get rid of some of it. But the thing is it's gone so far.
Up here, they told us Thrasher was cold, but we would need 4 weeks of like minus 40 to kill the eggs and the larvae and all that.
Yeah,
we just never get it. Our forests up here are just matchsticks ready to be lit every summer. Forestry even says, hey, you burn firewood, no permit, no money, just go in there and cut that fucking shit down.
Yeah.
Get it out.
Yep.
They can't process it. It's half rotten, so.
That, anything around your house, too, because they'll transfer from the trees to anything lumber in your house.
Oh, pine beetles are ugly little fuck.
They're horrible.
Antenna are so long. Yeah, they're just bad. And you can see the visual effect on the tree is just astounding. You walk up and it's like, beetle kill, without a doubt.
Shredder, are you telling us you're in freaking Hawaii right now?
Yep, till the 18th.
Have fun, man. That sounds like a blast.
Oh, he's staying at Oprah's house. Don't feel too bad for him. He's on the
pineapple. He's one of the houses that has the blue paint on the roof, so the lasers don't set.
The lasers don't shoot it. That's right. Yeah. Ash Raven, he knows about blue and the lasers. He read it. Why do you think he's wearing blue headphones? So that laser don't stop it. That's right. Look, blue bed sheets. Blue bed sheets.
BC, you're number 1 tonight. First.
Oh yeah, that's the caca. The caca movement right there.
I don't know why you guys don't like what I showed you a few days ago.
The miracle. Oh, the other day? No, because you were showing like premieres of shows or whatever, the trailers, right? Yeah. I remember watching those.
Well, I mean, like I said, if you guys didn't see the one I was posting, it's about a few months ago that this song came out.
Yeah. Me, it's the thing that really gets me about especially the movies, is that they keep doing the same shit over and over again. Like, how many Spider-Mans you gonna have? How many fucking DC comic and Marvel and?
Well, see, the thing is, the Kingdom of the Planet Apes is way before the original one.
Oh, so a prequel.
Like Star Wars when they did their thing too, where it was before when Skywalker was a kid, Anakin,
Yeah, but like I said, this is the one where they haven't yet landed on the same planet as.
But what I don't like about that is all them monkeys they're using in them movies is horrible. And who teaches them to talk? That's amazing.
We're hated now.
actually, that's all CGI. That's what they use.
Shut your mouth. That's not CGI. That's monkey talk.
Yes, he's a real monkey.
No,
what's up, Joey?
Seriously, it's.
We got the split screen going on. You see that?
I see that.
I see that too.
You can smell him, and he can smell you.
Speaking of monkey talk,
Joey, I know it's Veterans Day and all that there, but you couldn't look any more American if you tried. Your sports stuff on, your red, white, and blue.
Look at him.
I voted
Joey,
6 years ago.
Joey, did I just see you drink from a gallon?
With my bootleg jersey on.
He's like
Bullshit.
Captain America right now.
Oh my God! Did you just take a drink from a gallon? Fucking
Yeah,
that was
I
tea.
didn't
Oh my God!
There's
Yeah, it's probably one. I see when I go all in the house. I'm sure eventually we'll go to the bathroom. I'll grab one, something like that.
I was like, he's got a gallon, man.
Now
He's
you can't
fucking
fuck
around
with
tonight.
I ain't fucking around.
and that's like the most famous tea in Cleveland too.
Wow.
For many years.
Because Joey drinks so much of it,
What type,
keeps
what
him in
type of
business.
tea is it?
Dairyman's iced tea. Dairyman's diet
It's
iced
called
tea.
rental
You
tea.
only got to drink a diet because it's calorie free, bro. There's no calories in it.
You will not
Oh,
find
right.
it
Bullshit.
anywhere
That's
near your
bullshit.
parts. You won't find
Yeah,
it.
this is what we claim for Ohio. We got iced tea and stadium mustard. That's what it is, man.
Sweet.
That is true.
See, over here, the big fight we used to drink. I'm saying I never liked it, but our ciders, you would call it hard cider or whatever. It's we call cider. It's got alcohol in it.
What do you
And
call
the
it?
big 5 liter ones we would call
Hard
barrack
cider.
busters. Cider. Cider
Oh,
to
just
use
regular cider?
Yeah, but it's just apple juice to you. But cider over here is alcohol. It's what most of us start on when we're sort of 14 and 15. You went and got a big
Sorta.
bottle of Wrigley, but you
Prequel drink.
He's
yeah,
sort
so
of
you went
14 or
you bought
15.
a big one. It's like 5 liters, and they called it a barrack buster. So
Wow.
Get your liver, the old one too, before it gets the real juice.
I didn't really start drinking until I was 19. After I started working stuff, I had
I
a few
started
drinks.
drinking when I was like 15, I think. I was a freshman. in high
Me too.
school.
Shit, you started drinking before me. I think I was 16.
Hey, did you guys grow up and do the outdoor field parties? Like,
Oh,
fuck yeah.
do
Dude,
that
he's
in
got
the- yeah, they don't
bonfires
do that
everywhere.
anymore. My
Busey.
daughter never does that shit. And
Dude, my first
Bonfires,
fucking
man.
80
Well, you
years.
can't
Yeah.
get away with shit anymore.
We
my
used to-
car's all down the fucking road, and thousands of people gather.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's
Fuck,
just
I
a
like
different
them
time, bro.
parties.
People don't talk to each other anymore.
No shit.
I was saying, like, did you guys do field parties back in the day? So, yeah, we used to go to the park, just fucking pound 40s.
Oh yeah.
Like the gravel pit or out in the bush or
No, we,
somewhere. Like just some
I
fucking
grew up in.
gathering.
I went.
We had this.
I lived in Greeley.
Park.
Oh, go ahead, Lep. Go ahead.
Sorry. We have this park where our neighborhood, this road called Dennison Avenue, ran
Uh-huh.
right with the tracks. So on the other side of the tracks is the zoo.
Sounds
So-
good.
So back in the 80s, though, there was a caboose that you could fucking it was a prop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you go, but that was like all the stoners hung out in there, you know what I mean? People smoking cigarettes.
So it had a unique smell to it when you
Bad-
went.
badass kids, you know what I mean? And then there's a waterway. There was a waterfall which ran into the zoo.
Did you ever jump off the waterfall?
Yes, I always jump.
Did you ever jump off the high wall?
Yes, the high wall. And man, you better land right because it was probably only 7 feet deep.
Okay.
There was a good 9, 10
Seven,
feet.
seven,
There was-
8.
There was a good 9, 10 feet of water in there. But it was the water. Basically, what it was, Trash, it was an old Works Progress Administration thing from the 30s. If you ever remember reading about the Works Progress Administration, back
I
when
think
those-
you talked about it before.
Yeah,
How
and
it was
it-
like 40
basically,
feet
it was
tall or
drainage
something.
ditch. It went along this huge park called Brookside
Yeah.
Park, and there was a
Yeah.
huge waterfall that fell down. And we would just all go down there. People would drink, smoke weed. All teenagers would hang out there and just kick it. The cops would come down, break it up every day, but we would just
Exactly.
But that was our field party
Yeah.
in the hood. In the
Hey,
hood.
Back,
We didn't
back
have
in the
fields,
day.
bro. Okay.
back in the day, the cops were cool. Back in the day, nowadays kids can't get away with shit.
Oh no, they chased us down the tracks, bro.
Hey, interjecting
there was
question.
there
When
was
you
a
talk
guy on
about the
back of
waterfall,
caboose because we would train hop to go different neighborhoods.
yeah, we used to train it up too.
So-
God, that's
Wow.
It ended up being they would put a CCX would put a gunman on the
oh
caboose
shit,
and they'd be hitting you with the salt gun.
salt gun, yeah. Hey, that
Wow.
waterfall jump you talking about? How many
fucking
people
Wild
died
Wild West
doing
type
that?
shit, bro. Running next to a train.
It's like
Fuck that. No
like
way.
Next
listening
you're in the
to-
next neighborhood. jump off.
Listening to George Carlin talking about being in New York and out there and they're swimming in the sewer water, you know.
That's what we were swimming in.
Seriously,
Yes.
that
It was
river-
runoffs
all
all
runoff.
these neighborhoods.
All
Oh
runoff.
God.
If it didn't rain for a while, it wasn't bad.
Right.
But if it got the rain and that water was
Yo,
mud black. Yeah.
You get sick. My grandma
I got it in my eye.
I know my grandma was always saying it wrong, but she'd be like, "You're gonna get infantago.
Infantago.
You're gonna get scabies."
So you guys, when them people would jump off the waterfall, how many people claimed their lives doing that? Because obviously it sounded like it was fucking dangerous.
Not that I remember. Not
It
when I
was
was
high.
there.
Oh, really?
It was high rainwater, and they got swooshed. I mean, you don't. I'm talking when we went, the water was this deep, and you could walk through it. But when it came off this ledge, it was like a waterfall.
Wow.
So it built a sediment.
Yeah.
And it made it like a swimming pool.
Ah.
Huh.
So that's what we used to do right there.
I wish I could bring it up on pinpoint on
Yeah.
like Google Maps and
So back in the 80s though, people would throw stolen bicycles, dirt bikes, cars would drive off of it. I mean, it was just really balls to the wall on Brookside.
What happened with
we
the
had
whole
this
area?
hill, all the dirt bikes would climb this, we called it Big Brookie.
Res.
And it was right there.
Right, Brookside?
Res was
Oh, that
where
was
I
connected,
live
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, that's
the
all
Res
connected.
is where I live right now.
But there was what happened, Thrash, back in the 50s to the 70s and stuff, maybe earlier in the 50s. They used to just, the rivers around here, they would just throw the garbage in them.
Yeah.
They started, like, back in the day, our first landfills were literally in the lake. That's why, like, you know, where Brown
Exactly.
Stadium, like, for the airport, that's all built on landfill. That was where we threw the garbage back in the day. So we stopped doing that, obviously. But they used to you could look at the banks of the river, and there would just be old cars right in the river. They just back them up and leave them there. You know, so we had to clean that up over so many years. After if you remember back in
fire.
Yeah, back in 1969, the river caught on fire, which was a spur for the Clean Water Act of 1970, and that cleaned up everything. So the 70s, 80s, and they started cleaning everything up.
Yeah.
So now it's a lot better than it was. It was
We are the world.
Why did the water like fire? Because all the oil from the
It's
cars
not a
on it?
waterfall no more. It's actually the water probably purifies itself going through the rocks, you know.
Hey, good news,
Oh,
Captain.
man, have fun, man. Have fun, man. Seriously. Captain.
They just went up quick 14.
Oh,
Hey, I got a question. So that place you guys used to swim at, would they like keep replacing the fence and you guys would fucking break it down or shit like that?
yeah, well, they didn't have a fence for a while, but then they
had
started
a
going up.
fence like blocking just like that part.
And you would walk around
Yeah,
it.
but you could walk down the fall and come back around it. Like it didn't go all the way down the waterway.
American
Here's
engineering.
a picture of it. Yeah, right there. You see that?
Gravity works. Oh, hold on. Let me bring it up.
That's going to hold it up. See the wall part, hold it down this way a little bit.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
So
Okay.
that's where you can jump off to, and the waterfall right there is where we mainly jump off. So however high that is, it looks probably about 15 feet for the waterfall, 20 for the wall.
Yeah.
But that's where we jump off of, and then you get off there and just
Wow.
climb up the side and go from
So,
there.
Joey, when the cops would chase you, they'd catch you every time because you were high as fuck, right?
Screenshot that motherfucker and send that to me.
All right, well, it's just type in Metro.
Nice.
That one, I got you. Lazy.
I agree with whoever told you get sick swimming in that water. I don't. That's pretty stagnant looking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, we also swam in Lake Erie when we were growing up, and it's like
Lake Erie's just
No better. Yeah, that's no
it's
better.
a freshwater lake until everything washes up on Cleveland shores.
Right. Yeah.
well, that's why people are always like, why don't you guys ever get sick? Well, we were swimming fucking that kind of water when we were growing up. Hey, we're immune to anything.
Yeah, it's not like we had this clear blue fucking water that was purified.
Well, why don't they call it non-salty water instead of fresh water? Because you ain't fucking drinking it.
Yeah, it ain't fresh.
It ain't fucking fresh.
It's just
water.
non-salty.
It's just non-salty water. That's right.
Salt-free water.
Sulfur. Now we got that.
There you go.
Yeah, I fucking smell when it comes out of the freaking pipe.
Somebody's
Yeah.
cooking eggs. What's going on? I smell eggs.
There's something wrong there.
Yeah. This water smells like farts.
Which which one of the Great Lakes did the Edmund Fitzgerald go down?
You're on.
Erie?
Erie?
It was like Superior, wasn't it? Because it was
the biggest one.
It left. Well, remember the lyrics. It left from Cleveland. It was going up through Lake Huron to Lake Superior. That's just the storm caught.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
that was like 50 years ago, a couple days ago, I think. 50 years ago.
I was gonna say I just seen that. That's funny you brought that up.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
They had the remembrance that goes out there, and they toll the bell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a good cue for my next intro. I'm going to sing you the song.
I dare you.
I'm going to sing the
18
karaoke. Anyone want to hear this guy sing?
Yeah, let's thrash it out, bro.
Don't you ever point at me again, you goddamn.
So there's this new song out. Oh man,
from who?
So good.
I just
slipped his mind.
It just left my brain, but
your brain, because you've been swimming in that fucking water all your life. That's why.
You're right.
See? Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
Is that a cat? Ew!
No, it's a rat.
I had a rat tail one time.
Did you have one of those?
Me too. I had one too. I hear you, brother.
It was better than a mullet.
True. I couldn't get my hair. I went to Catholic school.
I had a mullet.
Oh yeah, I had a long rat tail. Christ.
Mullets.
Hey, that let everybody know I was a break dancer versus a rocker. You know what I mean, or a country or whatever. You know, I was hip hop.
I was always a headbanger. I mean, I liked the stoner lifestyle. I couldn't smoke weed because the service and all that stuff. But I've always been the stoner. I mean, it's just my vibe.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe. What? Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
So, Joey, were you ever chased by the cops?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Most of them escaped in. I mean, I didn't really.
You never outran them.
I mean, I'm sure I did a couple times, but if they pull in, we had this thing called the ghetto bird. It was like a helicopter.
Once that came out, no.
The police helicopter went up, would shine the light on. We would always run away from that.
Hey, all right. So pre-helicopter, couple fences, them motherfuckers, they're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Half of mine would have been curfew anyways.
Oh yeah, we would. Did you ever garage hop? We just climb around in people's garages.
Garage hop.
Right? Yeah, but we did this thing called garage hopping. We'd climb on top of people's garages.
Our shit's so close together.
Yeah, and we'd smoke cigarettes and jump from garage to garage and shit.
Wow.
Bond in that one movie.
And some old guy comes out, get off my fucking roof.
Hey, till you hit the fucking one that they haven't repaired the roof yet. Next thing you know, you went down on their classic car.
Oh, yeah.
God.
I mean, it would be a classic car now. Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know
1981 Chevette. You dented my Chevette.
Lep your classic.
How many cars I fucking seen in my lifetime?
Well, we had a bunch of buddies used to steal cars. We really did. I know a lot of guys. A lot of my good buddies used to steal cars back in the day.
Detroit steel cars.
Strip shops, bro. Bring me whatever you got. Is it nice? Boom, done. Broke down. It's getting built somewhere else.
I was 11 years old. My parents bought a freaking brand new 1976 Chevy Chevette.
Chevy Chevette. Or Pontiac. What was the other version? Pontiac.
Hey, those are sought after right now, though.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. You know why Chevy actually stopped building them?
No, for drag racing.
People were fixing them too easy at their home, and they just weren't selling parts, and they said, we're not making this car no more. It just lasts too long. It's fucking indestructible almost. Everyone's fixed it. No more.
I remember getting it from my parents after they had it sitting in their garage for a long time. And I went and got a replacement engine for it and got it, going again. And then my brother Scott, he he took it to, I think he was living in Nebraska at the time, and his first wife put the damn thing in a ditch and just wrecked it. And it was like, oh, really? I wish I still had that. It was fun, man.
How old were you when you first wrecked the car, bro?
When I first wrecked?
When you first wrecked the car, how old were you?
You know what? It was actually, it was that Chevette. I remember going off the road, but it didn't screw anything up. I remember going off the road with it, but I was able to tip it back over and I was good to go. It just kind of leaned.
I was like 16 when I got my first accident.
Yeah, mine was about 16. I wasn't driving, but it was a 1984 Hyundai XL. We fucking coming up. We were listening. I remember just buying the album Faith No More. So it was 89, I think it happened.
Here today, if you can, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And we just bought that album and we were listening to music, and he come up over this hill where it changed from dirt to concrete. And he was so far over on the right, he caught the shoulder, and as he overcorrected, fuck, we did a barrel roll, ended up in the opposite side, upside down the ditch, with about 3 feet of water. No fear of drowning, but when that water touched my head upside down, Joey, I lost my shit, man. I thought I was going to drown, So scared.
Yeah, we used to. We have a lot of places in town, at least in the city, not here in the suburbs, but like in Cleveland itself, there's a lot of railroad tracks that cut through, and they'll raise the road up. So we used to just gun it and fucking see how high we could get airborne on the railroad tracks. We were fucking crazy with that. They went over by 98th and 98th and the freeway right there. You know, it raises up. We used to always bounce off that before they switched it over. We used to be. That's how bored we were. We just drive around the block and see how high we could get each time.
Yeah.
It's true, because you watch these videos where a train will hit them car carriers carrying the cars, and they always get stuck on them fucking humps crossing over. Signs galore saying, "Do not bring your trailer across." And so, boom!
Oh, my girl. Hi, baby.
Oh. She's getting old, She looks like she's getting old.
She's doing good. I mean, she's 13.
How are your cats doing?
They're getting older. I mean, their meow is different now.
Oh,
Misty is nonstop growing up. I mean, it's been that way for months.
Oh shit!
So it's just it's just the way it is. I mean, now when they get to the point where they're suffering, we'll go put them down. Of course.
Yeah, of course.
That you can't let them suffer.
No way, man.
But Mandy's doing great. I mean, our male cat Maverick, he's doing okay. It's just he's I can tell he's hurting a bit, but it's just the old age with the cats. I mean, they're I think he's like 11. Missy, she's I'm gonna say 14.
Wow, it's getting up there.
Yeah, she's a calico, so it's about average.
When you were talking about putting animals to sleep, you can rewind the tape, but I swear your dog looked at you and went like, "Hey man, I'm fucking good. I'm good. Knees not hurting. Fucking bark's getting better. Come on now." Yeah.
Nice.
Right. After a while, you're like, "Fuck it. If it happens, it happens." It's like I've been in. I mean, I don't want to say I've been in like a million accidents, but at least 10. Times when I've hit a cars hit me, etc. After a while, you know what's up. I mean, it's wild, dude. Insurance is so expensive. 90% of the time now, you're getting some people just like squash it. We're not trying to get insurance involved in this.
Look where you live too. It's a association by population, right? You got way more chances of hitting cars or them hitting you. Whereas up here, I think most of my accidents have been count on one fucking hand. Right. And 3 of them weren't even my fault. Like,
right.
Just imagine New York City. Holy Christ.
I've only hit someone once, and it was like at a stoplight where I just touched them. And then I remember doing the claim and everything, and it came down to the type of car she had. It was $9,000 to fix the blemish.
You could say they wrote it off. They wrote the fucking car off. Yeah. Hey, they're good for that.
Oh crap. Anyway, Raven, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, what's up?
Just been watching.
What's new on the radar or anything?
No, I just saw some of these shows and stuff like that. I was wondering if people were interested in watching some of these trailers.
New Ghostbusters next year.
Cool. I mean,
that's in. They call it. It's a what? Empire.
A Frost or
Frozen Empire.
That's right.
Frozen. I seen that, and I was watching this Valhalla one. The ones that Captain doesn't like.
Well, I don't know about
something you don't know, Captain. Then,
but that one you shared on Valhalla acapella stuff. That's psychological torture. They be playing that in fucking Guantanamo Bay to people. So
Well, I mean, it's
What the good hell was that?
Yeah. I'll tell you everything. Please turn it off. I'll tell you everything.
That's the one I really do enjoy. I mean, I like
Wow.
acapella.
Hey, man, you like what you like. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
You each his own. That's right.
Right.
Oh, you're getting a phone call. They want you for the movie. Caw-caw!
They want their pay cut because I showed it live.
Yeah, you can watch that. We played trailers once. They took us out the air. They fucking suspended it for policy reasons and shit, which makes no sense because it's a fucking trailer. You think people want to see the trailer, but no.
Joey, I asked the other day.
YouTube videos on YouTube while you're doing YouTube live on YouTube.
I got put in YouTube jail because I made a nasty comment about a video that's worse than the words I just wrote. What the fuck is going on? You're telling me the video I just seen is not worse, or my words are worse than that? You stupid asshole. Fuck, that's dumb.
Yeah, the whole system's just jacked up, dude. It is what it is. I mean, YouTube will eventually have to.
Everybody wants to be in control and wants to be paid for everything, and not be a fucking thing to do it.
I tell you this: a lot of people hate some of these comments that people make.
No doubt, Raven.
It's just that it's just their own opinion. But when you literally say that you don't always like the video or songs or movies or like that, you have the right to have that opinion.
Yeah, I believe it. In fact, he's a repeat offender, motherfucker. He's on parole right now. He's like San Quentin of the comments. We know about him.
Fumble.
Like some of these songs that are recently coming out too. A lot of people hate them too. A lot of people like them too.
That's right.
And like I said, that song that I was showing that I sent a link on it. A lot of people have commented and also made reaction videos of it, and it turned out to be a little bit better. A lot of people like it. Some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people don't. Some people
Listen,
don't like them.
There's something for everyone. When I seen farts in a jar for sale on eBay, I fucking knew this world's in trouble. When you can buy a fart in a jar for 14 cents and it's got bids, come on now. There's something for everyone.
Fart spray.
Yeah. All I know is, how do you know you're getting a genuine fart in a jar? Because you want to smell it, but you can't let it escape. It's a dilemma.
Well, it's just a dilemma. It's just like this guy who built these traps for these people.
If it helps, Raven, I've just put into that Valhalla video and I've just put a comment saying Raven says this song sucks.
Oh,
hey! I don't think it sucks.
I'm not even joking. I really did.
Raven, you can tell him, fuck off.
No, I mean, it's like some people think that some of these good songs are good and some are really bad. Like I'll tell you this. I remember the.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, Chris. Like the
Blue brother.
But he took the inside instead of the outside.
What's the word of the day, Chris?
So to everybody on the panel and everybody in the chat, to everybody on the panel and to everybody in the chat who is either prior service or is now serving, thank you for your service.
Well, I'm smoking weed, so you know I'm not serving right now. But
I've played Call of Duty. Does that count?
Yeah.
Close enough.
How about
No.
Enemy is my enemy.
supposedly China's ramping up, man. So get ready.
Bah, they ain't doing nothing.
They're drafting.
China's a bunch of pussies.
Red Dawn.
Hey, China's about to fall into fucking
It's
extreme.
all a dog and pony show. All of it.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all gonna fucking collapse, dude. It's ridiculous how broke the whole thing is because they built everything off real estate.
Well, it has to come to an end. There's always an end to everything, and it's coming. I don't know when, but it will come.
Better watch out though. Them Chinese, not the Communist Party, but the workers. Those are some hardworking motherfuckers, bro. Yeah, they will straight work and for just make for them family and stuff like that, they will work their asses off. They're a very
guarantee it.
studious people
Yeah,
too.
it's because they have guns in their heads.
Well, most of them, yeah.
That's what they tell us, but it's not really that bad.
They're very nice too. I love Chinese people. They're very nice.
Yep.
What did Blake used to say? He's nuts over them because they're short.
What's his name? James in Hong Kong right now. That one dude we know, Rampant Lion, James. He's in Hong Kong right now.
Yeah, Rampant Lion. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we had a lot of Chinese guys went to our school. My school had a boarding section. Obviously, I was just the day people, but foreigners could come over and stay because it was a posh school, and it was if you had money, you could pay to send your kids over. So there was all kids from Hong Kong and all come over.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, right in Vancouver. Remember Joey the videos saying, "Watch out for East Hastings Street." Oh my God, fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah, but Chinatown, Vancouver, go check it out.
I saw a video that this guy did. I can't remember. He's over exaggerating. I was like, BC isn't really like this. He's like, not really just like that, because he was going down acting like everything was a huge meth den and buying coke everywhere.
Oh yeah. Well, I showed you the 10-year ago video of the blue lens. It was like that years ago. It's always been like that there.
Right. Well, every big city's gonna have an area town like that. It's just the way the world.
Exactly. Yeah. You notice they talked about the cocaine being legal and all that, which is true, but they didn't show you where to buy it, right? So explain that, because I looked for. There's still no brick and mortar store. Somehow the government never gave a license to anyone to make it. So where's it coming from? Still the street. It's so ridiculous.
Right. Well, they're
going to have to open up stores and sell it in order.
Well, they showed that they were trying to compare it to Portugal and Spain and all that, and those places had treatment centers and shit to go along with it. These governments over here, we don't fund any of that shit. I think you just lock people up and they'll go away. It's not how it works, man.
No.
Some of the kind of drugs, you have to physically, chemically get them off of them drugs before you can fucking, proceed, or else they're just going to do whatever they can to get those drugs. Just how it works, man.
And nobody wants to see it go to the store. Like I searched and they said, no, the government's not going to give anybody a license to start selling it over the counter. But until you start doing that, that's what's going to break the street cred, because that's what their whole purpose of doing this. It's not to get people off drugs. It's to give them good drugs so they stop fucking dying. Because the fentanyl use is you got a drug that even the drug dealer don't want to fuck with. He's masked up like goddamn dealing with Chernobyl just to mix this shit up. It's so ridiculous. And a lot of it's third party from China. You can order it just like we order weed. Get on your credit card, mail, fucking right at your door 2 days later. It's ridiculous. And it's bad stuff. The government obviously says, it's out of control, but I can't see how they're going to achieve that without not selling it in corner stores. Because right now, the guys on that video is true. How can I get fentanyl? 2 seconds. Give me some money. I'll get it for you right now. It's like,
What's
wow.
up, Josh?
So look, I can solve the drug problem with 3 words: bring back hanging. You need to start fucking hanging criminals.
There's this guy. Do you remember Lanigan and Malone from back in the day?
Yeah.
So this guy Jimmy Malone. I follow him on Twitter. We interact all the time. And every once in a while, Captain will just write in that post, bring back hanging. He's like, have a nice day, Captain. he doesn't even address him. It's great.
Yeah, he did. No, the first time he put this guy's an idiot. I'll never, you shouldn't be talking to him and stuff like that. Then he ended up having a conversation with me. So
he's a hell of a nice guy. He's a little bit whack. He doesn't get the thing with me on Facebook. The black face paint thing he doesn't get. There's this thing, some schools do called the blackout, right? They dress as a black, some people paint their face. He's thinking, blackface is never acceptable. I'm like, this is not the same thing, dude. This is something totally different. Yeah. I'll just quit arguing with him about face paint because he just doesn't get it.
Yeah. Sure, there's an old ridiculous English tradition called Morris dancing, right? It's stupid. They put bells and all on and all this here. Well, one of the things they used to have their face, painted colors or black, but it wasn't to do with race. It's because it was a tradition that came out of people working in factories and chimney sweeps and all that sort of thing. But about 6 months ago, they stopped doing it because it was offensive. It's got nothing to do with race. It's because they were fucking chimney sweeps and they used to come home from work. Fucking,
Think how fucking boring our lives would be if we could just came up on StreamYards, had nothing to talk about. Like everybody was just good. What a shitty life that would be, man.
Hey, like a Truman story.
Yeah, it'd just be like fucking, it would aggravate me.
Yes.
Put my weed bag in. Well, General Patton said if everybody's thinking alike, then nobody is thinking. So I mean, that's very true.
Good.
That's why you gotta have discourse. You can't people just tend to block everybody. Like, oh, I'm gonna block this guy. He doesn't agree with me. That gets nothing done, bro.
But Patton also said we're fighting the wrong enemy. So
yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to fight the Germans. He wanted to fight the Russians. So
yeah, look how that turned out.
Probably right, man. Hell yeah.
Well, you look at it this way. You see all these people saying all these stupid crap about racism, and they don't realize that they're talking about being racist themselves.
Yep.
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right.
All right, so check it out. Who do you think wins between a war? You got Iran, China, and Russia on one side, and then the Allies on the other side. Who wins that war?
Nobody.
Right. Good question.
Everybody fucking dies and gets
Everyone dies. Yeah.
It ends in a chess game.
And everything your country's known for is destroyed. You know what I mean? Like
much.
I'd accept those terms.
You know.
Well, listen. When you think of World War III, instantly your head goes to the mushroom cloud. It's not like that. First, our food goes away. Then our gasoline is so damn expensive that you look at water and you want to beat your neighbor over the head with a stick just to get a cup full. Like it gets that scary. It's not. You think, oh, I thought it was going to be taken out by an evaporating smoke cloud of fire. No, it's going to be a miserable fucking 10 years for you. If you
humans
last that
are
long.
inherently stupid.
The good thing we live right by the lake, right? You got fresh water.
And if you're not willing to kill the next person for what you got, all you're doing is saving up shit for the guy willing to kill you.
Exactly.
It still reminds me of a film. That I remembered when I was a kid when I watched it, called The Day After.
That was good. I like that one.
So you can still watch that movie on YouTube to this
that's
day.
right. Yeah, free of charge.
I thought you were going to say the Mighty Ducks, Raven. You know?
Captain was into hockey.
Well, no, see, because then there was a mini series called America with a K.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
And you can still watch that on YouTube as well. I mean, a lot of people think, well, if what would happen if the Soviets really did take over the United States? Take a look at that and look at what we're doing to our country right now. We're going in the same direction as these people. Don't.
Well, not necessarily. The Soviets was a dictatorship. I mean, it was just straight oppression and meeting quotas and stuff like that. It wasn't nearly as glamorous as people like to think back on it. I mean, several.
You see what happens when you start conversations off that aren't about titties.
Right. Yeah. Captain. Thank you.
We'll see the
Veterans Day.
Before Raven starts invading Iraq again. So
you can't beat titties, no doubt.
Talk about Red Dawn. That movie, the original Red Dawn, was filmed here in New Mexico.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that movie too.
Yeah,
I love it too. And it wasn't the Russians people. It
was Freddie Prinze Jr. is also from New Mexico, by the way.
Love that movie.
So is Doogie Howser, a famous New Mexican.
Captain, do you remember the movie Threads?
That were just like
you must
awesome.
have seen Threads being from fucking England.
What
Threads, called Threads. It was a
World War III.
I don't think so.
No?
Huh.
Wow.
I don't think so.
I thought that was
maybe something I've seen one night without knowing the name of. You know, you're flicking through the channels. I've maybe seen it, but
everybody thought. It scared the fuck out of people, like War of the Worlds type shit. It was the what if. What happens if? And they played it out.
The only
Better,
film in my
1984.
adult life that genuinely scared me was the fucking Brady Bunch movie. It made me go to the pub. I was terrified.
Did you watch the porn version or the regular
it was
version?
Brad.
No, the fucking regular one.
He probably watched the
That's
porn
it. That's it.
version.
I'm going to the pub.
Wait, back up. There's a porn version?
I'm sure there is. I mean,
There's a porn version of everything.
Oh, you're fucking with damn you,
Joey will go
Joey.
find it.
I'm a recovered porn addict. Don't you ever joke about
There's a porn version of everything, Saving Private Ryan and all. The hardest one to watch was the porn version of Schindler's List.
Saving Private
that's
Ryan's
grim, so.
Ryan's Privates.
That porn version of Schindler's List was hot.
Ah,
At least the other part.
they got pills now that cure porn addiction. Show them pills you're taking, Raven.
Ray, you really addicted to porn, bro?
Damn. Touche.
Damn, that was a left hook if ever I saw one.
Whammo.
Uh-oh. 3 gummies down. Time to enjoy family time. Much love. Love you, Groovy. Thank you for your service, man.
Hey, yeah, happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day. This is his first Veterans Day. Maybe it's the second. How long has he been out?
Thank you for your service, sir.
So you don't say
I think it's
Happy
been out for
Veterans
like-
Day to somebody that's serving?
Well, I mean, you can. I'm not going to say anything, but I mean, technically, Armed Forces Day is for people who are still serving.
Armed Forces Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like calling
Veterans Day
a
is for
a rock star still
Yeah,
alive.
Memorial
Oh, you're a
Veterans Day is
legend.
for people who have served. Memorial Day is for people who died, and then
Yep.
Armed Services Day is for
Armed
people who are
Forces
still
Day
in.
is, for those that are serving.
Everybody just puts all on Veterans Day just because it's easier. This used to be
Heard it.
Armistice Day until World War II.
Personally, I think our vets ought to be honored anytime. So
Exactly. Yeah. Every day.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit over the vet thing this year. We had the Browns game
It's
last
because
year.
you're gay, man.
15 salutes to the troops. Well, it's my job too. I mean, you see it daily.
Joey, you have better things to do like smoke pot and stuff. You don't care anymore.
Well, dude, I got to let you know a little secret, Asher. When I worked at the call center for the VA, they mandated that we said.
I know.
They mandated that we said, thank you for your service.
You're trying to put me to sleep.
Every
over
call, every phone call, because they got this information from USAA that, if you say thank you for your service, put the veterans in a better mood. No, USAA is a whole different ball of wax than the fucking Veterans Administration. Okay, it's a different fucking animal, and we're saying thank you for your service to these fucking people who, they're pissed off. It just escalates the fucking thing. It really pissed me off. So I hate. After a while, that's why we joke about it so much.
See, it's still Armistice Day over here. We still have it the 11th, no matter what. But the big parade is the first Sunday after the 11th of November. So tomorrow, today technically for me, is Remembrance Sunday. That's when they'll do the big military parade at the Cenotaph and all. But the 11th is it's Armistice Day, and they always have 2-minute silence, 11 a.m. The whole UK and Northern Ireland. So
that's all the poppies and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Flanders Field, the poppies grow.
So,
fucking line fell apart.
Right.
My
daughter Maria had USAA
Joey.
And
nice.
She got deployed to Iraq, left her car here. I was a second driver on her insurance, got rear-ended. It wasn't my fault. I got rear-ended.
You got rear-ended. It was also a car accident.
And I hit the car in front of me. So there was a 3-car accident. And
Menage a trois.
She had to fight her insurance company, even though because she was deployed.
Yeah.
She's like, I went through the proper channels. I put him on my insurance and everything.
Yeah.
And you're still being an asshole. She dropped them bitches and went to State Farm.
Well, insurance companies in the States are like that, dude. You'll get one little accident, one thing, and they'll try to raise your rates and shit. Like, fuck that. Just go to another company. I've had it all the time. That's happened like 3-4 times in my life. When you had like a DUI or something. The USA just dropped me. I was like, fuck you guys. I still got it for the house, I think, but I use Geico now. I want to be the new Geico spokesman. With Geico, you could see.
I know a dude who with one wreck caused his whole family to lose insurance through an insurance company.
That's how it happens.
It's kind of fucked up. You think about it.
If they can hold you at fault, they'll put you in.
Yep.
Well,
You know
no,
what I mean?
I mean they absolutely refused to insure anybody related to this guy, and half of his family was insured through him.
And you know what? It was probably the words he said when he was doing a claim, and that's what got him fucking about. The
Right.
first thing with an insurance company, you got to watch what you say to them because their first adage is, "I want to not pay you." When I
Well,
went
no.
in, I said, "Hey, I hit a deer on the highway. Excuse me, you hit it? I meant the deer hit me. There you
No,
go. Now you're good."
I think what it was him totaling out 8 cars, and it was his fault.
There you go. See, but it's his
8
fault.
cars.
8
Yeah.
cars.
Wow. Wow.
I hate dealing with insurance. Everyone like, well, it's insured. It's insured. What do you think? They just fucking pull another house out of their bag and go, there you go, buddy. There you go. Oh, fucking done. Yeah, when I got insurance, my house burns down, they give me exactly 13 days in a hotel. After that, you're on your own, bitch. There you go.
It's all about the
Insurance is a gamble, folks. It's all
of
about
course
a
it is.
gamble. That's all
It's
it is.
always a gamble. Everything's a gamble.
Life
You
is
know?
a gamble. Why do we do this to ourselves, though? It used to be a lot more simpler, you know?
Hey, but you
Why
talk
do
to
we-
anyone, you don't put
Here's the
fire
thing.
insurance on your house, they're like, fuck that. Why don't
There's
you
nothing
gamble
that
then?
says we have to pay for
Gamble it.
land and pay for houses. Why they didn't do that in the caveman days? Why do that now? We should just change
I
that.
know.
Because it's a money
ridiculous.
thing.
It's, obviously.
Why do we have
but-
money? Why can't we just exchange goods and services for other goods and services? Why do we even have to have money?
You ever heard Oliver Anthony's new song?
Yeah, I don't like
yeah.
that.
Because some people take advantage of others, Joey. That's why.
It's like, bang, 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 bang.
No,
When I was
because
down in the south, I'm
Yeah.
sick of people feeding.
I
off
agree,
of
Joey. He's a
the
one-hit
wild
wonder.
red-beard.
Yeah,
South
he's
of
a
the
one-hit
town.
wonder. That
Because
new
it will
song ain't
become
that
mob
great.
rules. That's what
It's not
happens.
that great.
That song came on my feet. I was like, oh no, hell no, hell no.
There we go
Welcome
again.
back, Angie.
That song makes fucking hair stand on me. Every
Next city,
time.
next. So you also like Jelly Roll, and the Jelly Roll's a little out there.
Listen, that Anthony guy is a skeleton away from us hating
He's
him.
a- he-
Don't worry about it.
Short version, my genres of music suck.
He likes the emo country. He likes the emo country, basically.
Exactly.
The guys
Listen,
picked out before like Jelly Roll, right?
after I found out Missy Elliott got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, anything is fucking possible in the music industry right now. Give me a fucking break.
Did you really?
Yeah, Missy Elliott is now inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hey,
Oh,
it's
he
always
was-
better, dude.
Here's the thing is, all right, it's mislabeled for sure. But we
Obviously.
built that bitch 25 years ago.
Yeah, 90s. Something like that. Longer than
Can
that.
she even play a fucking kazoo?
Well,
Like,
see,
can
that
she
Missy
play a
Elliott was a pioneer, dude. She's not a. She's an early pioneer. She was one of the first woman rappers ever to really make it big, man. She was. I
What?
don't
So
know.
because she was the first to produce something to put her in the Hall of Fame,
It goes,
Yeah.
it goes back
Oh,
to
because
Buffy.
she did one hit that she probably didn't write and somebody else did the music for after stealing.
I'll give you that. I'll
I'll give
give
you
you
that.
that.
I mean, that's half of the artist, to tell you the truth.
Well, wait a minute.
Hey,
She's
no,
a rapper.
over,
She's a
though.
rapper, and they put her in
I
the
was,
Rock
I
Hall of
was just
Fame.
watching.
Yes.
I was just
How the
watching.
fuck does that work?
Everyone's asking the same thing. They want to
Rock is a
withdraw.
part of rock and rap
Yeah.
intertwined. It's the same
I'll tell you,
tree.
I'll tell you
It's like
this.
That's why
Abraham-
Rage Against the Machine didn't even go up there. They had to send Tom up there. Once they found that out, he's like, I'm not fucking going up to that company. They can suck dick.
And Snoop.
That's why Tom Morello was the only guy at Rage Against the Machine to go up there. It was almost apologetic. But no fucking way his band was going up there under that bullshit.
Well, Elvis is in the Rock Hall, the Gospel
Take that
Hall, and the
trash.
Country Hall of Fame. All three of them. He's in all three of them, bro. Which
I like
reminds
guys-
me, I talked to you guys about the YouTube Hall of Fame. There's no YouTube Hall of Fame currently. Why don't we start this up? We can start it up now. We can think of an impoverished area, maybe Arkansas. They need jobs. And we'll install the YouTube Hall of Fame down there. We'll have interactive kiosks. You can go live from there. Well, the first class be Mr. Beast and a couple other Yahoos, and we'll get some pub out of it. Let's do this.
Yeah. And like in the
International
industry,
YouTube Hall of Fame
gossip,
Museum.
I don't really give a fuck either or. It's just, it's just something to talk about.
Well,
That's all
you
it
know,
is.
that's because you can't come across the border.
Yeah, you got to get on probation, bro. You got to get on probation.
Listen, you think I would leave the safety of my country to end up in your goddamn place? Thrash won't even go buy a box of rubbers without shooting someone.
Hey, you want to get the truth?
Tote
Hey,
motherfucker. It's
PC, you wanna
scary
get the
down
truth?
there.
I heard
man.
it's good
Scary.
for his
If
pleasure.
you want
He
to get
just
the truth
turned
on
the
Canada,
continent
ask
inside out.
Raven. Hey, dude, listen right now. Ask Raven what he thinks about Canada and what's going on in Canada right now. There needs to be the truth. Ask Raven that question, bro.
Raven, what do you think of Canada?
One of the worst countries ever.
Why do you say that?
Well, it's because you guys got a guy who literally is trying to be a dictator there.
Who's that? Name his name.
Trudeau.
Don't you ever say his name again. So what's the solution? I don't want the facts.
Well,
We know this. What is
thing-
our solution?
The thing is if the Canadians literally stood up to Trudeau and literally say, "Hey, we're voting your ass out of there. We're voting,"
Right?
and it's like right now they can't do anything because a lot of
Facts.
people are like in support of this guy, and there's
Agreed.
other people that are against this guy.
And again, Raven, I ask you this. How do we solve it? What do we do? What do
Hey, he
we
ain't got
do?
that part. Hey, he ain't got that part yet, bro.
If I were you, I would get with King Charles to make sure
Wow.
he can get his ass out of there because
So the king is
otherwise-
going to help us.
No, I'm joking,
No.
dude.
No,
What?
he's not. He's in support of Trudeau.
Well, with the moron we got, they can hardly do any fucking worse.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
Yeah, you got that right, Chris.
Yeah, but you know,
got
and I say this
Joe
with Trump. He
Biden.
don't give a fuck about you guys, man. He's a businessman. He don't give a shit about the American
You're
people. That
fired.
guy wipes his arse
You're
with gold
fired.
toilet paper, and he's telling you to save your
That
dollars.
guy's so rich, it doesn't,
What the fuck
it
is
doesn't
that all
matter.
about, man?
It's all,
Hey, you know what? Say what you want. I remember what life was like 3 years ago.
true.
We were in the house
It
locked
wasn't
up. That
fucking
kind of
like
sucked,
this.
right?
Do what?
What's
I
that?
said we were in the house locked up 3 years ago. I prefer not that. Now.
That's right.
Hey, I
No,
wasn't
no,
locked up.
yeah.
I refused to be locked up.
This is way before 3 years. This is way before.
So, and I refused to get jabbed.
And a lot
But
of people-
Chris does like the furry handcuffs.
And he enjoys it.
Well, it depends on who's doing the clinking.
So,
Listen,
hey,
there's
the
no
finest
right guy to fill
lizard
the
you
spot
ever
you
seen,
want.
brother.
So you got summer teeth. Some are here, some are there. The summer teeth are in there.
Summer teeth.
It's
Some are here, some are there. Summer teeth.
Listen, even in North Korea, there's some people that are like, "Fuck, life is good right now." I'm just saying.
Of course.
It's like three
I'm
guys.
just saying.
Capitalizing on
If
it,
you
yeah.
want to feel fucking depressed about humanity, go read anything about South Korea, dude. It's so bad. It makes you cry.
Right.
Right. It's so sad. Like, why do you treat people like that? It's so fucked up.
It's straight, but what do you do?
All right, not
Go
what we can do.
on.
I
And
mean,
we continue our little speck of fucking grain of salt in this world and just roll with the punches.
That's
I
all
mean,
you can do.
I mean, it's fucking either you follow the fucking path or you're gonna fucking at some point the ripple's gonna get you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
going
get up every day,
against
you
grain,
get to work, you do your thing.
going against grain and creating and stuff like that is cool. But when you get so deep into it, like I refuse to go with
Yeah.
grain, that's where you create your own destiny.
Problems. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
If you care about the shit like that, you're gonna live a stressful. You probably got high blood pressure. You got to see your doctor a lot. You know what I mean? Like it's not worth it. you know?
I've said that here. Everybody talks about the good life and getting together and be on one in peace. And we can't even go 7 days in our community without someone fucking telling someone to fuck off. Like, you know, we
Oh,
can't
no,
even get
no,
through a
that's
week
just-
with our
that-
group. But what
that's just
world?
being-
What hope does the world have, really?
But that's only us being in a virtual bar. Like, imagine if it was an actual bar where we'd be around each other. There might be some fist fights.
Joey, go wash your
Yeah,
ass.
that's what I
dude.
mean.
There might
I
be some
just
fist
mean,
fights.
what hope
There
does
might
the
be-
world have
hey,
in joining
And
hands?
you only
if we can't do it?
you only got two of them. Well,
It's been 8 days since I told somebody on YouTube to fuck off.
Yeah,
So
but look
I
at some of the
can't do more than
bullshit that we
7
deal
days.
with the people we know, and then you'll turn around and be like, "I'm going to defend my country." When you can't even kick one fucking arsehole out of the group, how the fuck are you going to make a change? It's ridiculous.
What are you babbling on about?
keeping good times opposed to the fucking stopping fucking bad people. We always talk the big fight, but we see it on here and we let it
It's all
slide.
salty because the Canadians have outlawed public
Just
masturbation
have
now.
a good time next week. The
In
debauchery
the
that
courtyard.
goes on here. Do I got to remind you some of the bullshit you see, Chris, or do you want to rewind the tapes?
Well, I'd rather not. Rehash the past, but
that's what I mean. But you know well and good, there's fucking cunts on here, and we don't even deal with them properly. But tomorrow we want to change the fucking world, make everybody happy. It don't work like that.
Who wants to change the world?
You don't. I don't. We don't. Fuck, I want to change the world. I
realistically know I can't change the world, so I do.
No, we're changing. No, you say that, but we're changing the world right now by talking on these streams, give people hope.
Right, we are.
If our banter tonight cheers up one person and they have a better day and they're not thinking about doing something they're doing before, that makes you smile. Like they're changing the world. And it doesn't happen every day. It's not going to happen every moment.
You think this is going to cheer somebody up? How much have you smoked?
Look, Chris is laughing. Chris is Raven is smiling. When do you ever see Raven smile this much? The motherfucker's still on there with us. He hasn't left in anger yet. We're changing the world.
Well, BC, here's how I look at it.
Think about this, man. Think about how many people that we know. We're not going to name any names. But how many people we know that they look forward to these streams? They like these streams. It's kind of, I'm not saying it's their whole life, but it's a significant part of their life. And we all enjoy coming on here. We all help each other in different ways. That's changing the world a little bit. Is it all altruistic? A little bit, maybe. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're only one guy with 5 figures in the bank, 4 figures in the bank. How much could you do against trillion-dollar governments? There's not much.
I admit I turned it into a habit. So fuck.
We gotta also realize. We also gotta realize that YouTube is now like a way of dictating to a lot of.
But you're a part of it.
Yeah, but we're right now living in a world that's going to end up changing. Even
everybody's waiting for the next best thing to come. That's their opinion and up their alley. That's the thing.
I'm already here. I'm the next best thing. How fucking dare you?
I always looked at this, Captain. I was about to say, as soon as Bushmills becomes a sponsor for you, you're gone.
He's gonna last like a week, bro. He's gonna go through his year supply.
I'm not sure. There's a new subscriber started watching mine since I did the 20 questions thing. Right, she came over with Daniel, and she's Irish Allison something or other, and she sent me a message today. Says you should contact Bushmills and say they'll sponsor you. And I laughed. Says no, the more important thing to worry about than a wee wanker like me. Well, I'm going to write to them, and I'm going to tell them okay, yeah, you fair, I'm not going to say no, but
Captain did Iron Maiden to represent him because look what he's got in his back of him.
Well, it's Iron Maiden. That fucking rocks. But Bushmills, they've been around for hundreds of years. Do you think they're going to sponsor you? I don't think so. But
400 years.
You don't know though.
Fuck, stranger things have happened.
The worst thing that can happen is them saying no.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to sponsor me. I know that because I'm a fuckwit, and I wouldn't want me representing any brand. But if I can get away, look, here's a free ball. Now shut the fuck up and go away.
Right. Hey, that's worth it.
I can live with that.
Hey, Joey, here's a good question for you because you're on weed etiquette like me. Now that weed's legal or partially I don't know, federally, but in Canada it's fully, will we ever see weed commercials like beer commercials?
I would imagine so.
Eventually, right? I would like to see it. I don't know why not yet. It makes no sense.
And it's going to be funny, dude, because you're going to get the corporate types, and they're going to come in stereotypical as fuck, running fucking Bob Marley faces and groovy down like, hey, man, come on, get it. No, that kind of shit pisses me off, too, because, there's a lot of stoners who are quite smart, dude. There's a lot of fucking smart people who smoke weed. And when people... And people, it's funny because I'll be on a stream for 3-4 hours and I'll be like, fuck it, I'm starving, I gotta eat something. People are like, oh, you got the money? It's like, dude, I haven't had anything to eat in 4 hours. Fucking fuck with your stereotypical 1990s stoner.
I think you've answered your own question. No,
That's why he's over at Let's.
Until it's legal on a federal level, I don't think you'll see advertising. So
see, we have commercials, but it's all about safety. Hey, if you're going to smoke the herb, don't drive, shit like that. But we don't have, come down to Willie's Weed Barn on Wednesday and get it 2 bags for the price of 3. Yeah, we don't got that yet, so.
The red eye special.
I would love it.
No,
I just don't
there's too
understand.
much
It's equal.
capitalism on it right now because it's going state for state, and everyone's trying to mimic the other state to get it passed.
Of course.
For one,
Yeah.
Well, it works out good though, because like the Ohio bill is nice because we could have up to 12 flowering plants per household if you have 2 21 age adults or higher, and that's a lot of weed. That's enough to cycle through before you don't even need to do it, and that's
by
going to
the
keep the
time
price fucking down.
when it's all said and done, you're going to see a lot of manipulation by people with big money. That's the thing.
Hypocrisy.
But the beauty about weed, though, is home grow is always going to
keep our money here.
Right. Weed is such a communal thing, man. People don't realize how
you have no control over it
is.
because you're the one paying out through your wallet. And when you pay it, that money goes to wherever it's going to fucking go.
And another thing, too, is like after a while, weed kind of becomes free. And I know that sounds weird when you think about it, but like people like me, I smoke with whoever wants to come over. And people who, get that kind of weed access, that they'll do the same thing. And eventually, it drops to the point where it's kind of like just regular grass. People will just smoke for free. The weed's gonna be free everywhere once it gets to a certain saturation.
And you can buy it legally, and then you're still gonna have people that are gonna still be growing it in the background too.
Absolutely.
I mean, big time.
But it does slow it down, Thrash.
Yeah,
it's
well,
like
you have-
smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes have been legal for a long time. How many people grow their own tobacco plants and roll their own smokes?
Right.
Nobody.
I roll my own smokes.
They should,
Yeah,
though.
but you don't grow your own tobacco. You know what I mean? The option's there. Are you even allowed to grow tobacco in the States? Is that illegal?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You might not be able to with the weather, though. You gotta have good weather.
Well,
I don't know how.
The states that
It's a cash crop here, so.
So it's like
there's no tobacco crops in
moonshine
Colorado.
still.
we're about to look this up. But think about it though, BC. Just because I could grow 12 plants in my house. Say I got 8 neighbors that don't smoke weed. I'm growing plants in their houses too, totally legal.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Fucking plants. You know what I mean? That's just free
Joey,
weed
it's
everywhere.
like up here, you're allowed 30 grams per day or on the street on your possession, but they don't tell you how many you can have at home. Is it 2 pounds, 8 pounds? I don't know. But
right, same thing with fucking me. With
they don't tell you how much you're allowed personal in your home.
Would they come
of the plant where
everybody's got a pound of sugar, right?
Through, like you're always because you can't have a full grown there's
we're only allowed 4 plants here.
But if they wanted to come on your property and look, BC, would the laws allow that? To let the authorities come on and freaking inventory you.
All right, here we go. We can answer the question. A spokesperson for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, which recently granted the authority to regulate tobacco products, said it is legal for Americans to grow their own tobacco for personal fucking use. Well, I added the fucking but. So there you go.
Wow.
And nobody does it.
Nobody
the way
does
to beat
it,
the corporations,
well, we can't do it here.
Around them.
I mean,
Why would we pay $15 for a box of Marlboro when you grow your own tobacco?
That's right.
I've made that point several times.
They've just proposed a new law here that they're going to. So we have a minimum age for smoking at 18 currently. So every year they're going to put that up. So if they bring that into law next year, anybody that's at this point 14 will never legally be, because by the time they're old enough, the smoking age is going to go up every year. So after a while, so if you smoke now, they're not going to do it. But no new smokers are allowed to be starting. So if you're a 14-year-old kid now, they'll never legally be able to smoke tobacco in the UK.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That won't work.
Well, I mean, dude, the use of tobacco is 2 to 4. It's only like 3% of Americans even smoke now. It's an all-time low kind of. Because everybody started vaping. I mean, how many people vapes?
Yeah, that's true.
But I just think I don't like it because I think if you're an adult, you want to smoke, you should be allowed to smoke.
You got to plow through it.
Well, like in the States,
if you want to do drugs, do drugs. If 2 consenting adults want to get in the ring and beat the bollocks at each other,
I agree.
You know what I mean? Adults should be allowed to do. Now, I sort of like communal smoking. Just because you're allowed to smoke, maybe doesn't mean you should be able to sit beside me and smoke and blow smoke at me.
Yeah, but that also falls. What about the medical aspect? You say to let them go ahead and do it willy-nilly. They end up in the hospital 6 weeks. We pay that shit on our taxes.
I know.
It's such a fine line.
no, there's no perfect answer, but I don't think the government saying to people, if the government wants to run campaigns going, if you smoke, you're an idiot, you're going to die early, that's fine. They should be advising you what to do. They shouldn't be turning around going, you can't drink, you can't smoke, you can't do weed, you can't, you can't ride a motorcycle with a helmet, you can't, whatever.
All you got to do is ask yourself this: is your government more willing for the beneficial your life or the service you can provide the government? Which is more important to them, you or the service you provide to them?
Oh, I know.
I work for the government, so it's a different answer for me.
And people say if you don't vote, you got no voice. Fuck that. You pay taxes. You got every right to bitch.
Hold
every
on.
Right.
The thing is everyone's let the 180 turn happen to them. You don't work for the government. The government works for you. And
on paper, that sounds good.
People have let that slip. And letting the government fucking tell you what to do. You need to turn it around.
How do you do that, though? Soon as you threaten to take someone's livelihood away, they're going to falter. And I can't blame them for doing that.
Yeah.
I cannot blame them when someone says, I'm going to take your money away. Okay, I'm done then. I won't fuck around.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's okay. It's be ungovernable. Do not comply and all that there. But when you have a mortgage to pay and you've got a family to look after, and
it's just your right to protect yourself with a weapon. Same thing. My money protects my family from becoming what I don't want to become, and you're taking that away from me. I totally get it. I'd be scared to death, and that's where I see it all going. Put on a list or whatever they talk about.
People are too scared to fucking stand up, and those of us that do stand up with it, we can't get enough people to stand up with us. That's the problem.
You know what the sad part is, Trash? And I don't support any violence against people, but when someone rams their vehicle into this or that, and I think, what made him had enough? Like, is he where we're talking like I've absolutely exhausted every option I could? This is my only way to make a statement, and I'm fucking sick of it. Where do you draw the, and most of it, I can't reason with that. I just don't like, but there's a point, like you just said, you get to that point where you're ready just to grab the wheel and fuck this place and fuck everyone on it. You know what I mean? Take out as much, whatever the reason earlier,
especially with the pandemic and all the shit that happened and the dictation that had been happening. And you thought that at a specific point, people would stand up. Thing is people are too scared because they've been dictated to through the media. They're conditioned.
And it's blind to me that sometimes, like especially in America, how you see these violent acts takes place, but your country that had a civil war, the same people in your land fought each other. Like,
yeah, brother.
And I look at it today, and it's all about honking horns and waving signs. When them motherfuckers showed up with their shit, let's get this done. Like, where it's almost like I can never see it going back to that.
I'm absolutely with that.
But how the fuck could it ever get to that before and not now? Like, the way it is now is so bad, we think, but really it's not, I guess.
Well, no, what's happening is we're being pulled, we're being blinded is what's happening. Is there's a lot of shit going on in the background that a lot of people don't understand until their civil liberties and their rights start being taken away. Dude, nothing's going to happen.
But really,
or if you go to jail for what you say, or someone coming to frickin' take your arms, stuff like that, you're not going to see a lot of movement. That's the thing, is people don't understand that.
What you're describing, though, does happen, correct?
It happens, but it's so subtle that the majority does not see it.
So
understand it.
So do you think for people to take a change, like you say, and step that into enough is enough, does more of it need to happen?
I think it does, from my standpoint, because people need educated because they're being educated the other way. They're being educated on the government will take care of you. The government will do everything for you. The government will be there to pat your back and to change your diaper and everything else. You don't need anything else but us. Money will go away. Everyone will frickin' live free on the hog, and whatever happens, happens. But right now we're in the midst of not only 2 war fronts now.
So you guys that serve in the war or in the army, the military services, this is where the state is at. And don't you feel like you're at fault for helping perpetuate this thing?
No, because I served in a different time where it was different back then when I served.
I agree. So whose fault is it? Is it the people for being lacking, or the people that got put into office that were voted by the people? Like, where did it all begin?
It's the military industrial complex.
I'll let other people talk. Go ahead.
Can I say something?
Give her. Yeah.
It is actually our own fault. It's not the government. It is our fault for what we do for ourselves, because we're allowing people to dictate to us. Right. Because we are in another.
He's absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's like right now we're more at fault because we're allowing people to dictate to us. We're also telling people that we need our rights back, but when we can't get them back, it's going to get harder for a lot of people to stand up.
But see, we're not all that way though, and the trouble is to eliminate it. We all have to be on the same.
Only way, really.
Correct.
So,
but as long as they confuse and play the Wizard of Oz, the man behind the fucking curtain shit that's been happening for decades now.
Oh yeah,
it's not going to change, and that's the hard part. All of a sudden, something's going to happen where the fucking bottom falls out. You know, it's going to be gradual. A lot of people think it's going to happen like overnight. No. It's not. It's going to be gradual. Everything's being taken away. You know, axe hit by axe hit on a fucking tree, dude. Seriously.
It's like right now we're seeing changes in even our government. And like right now, even when I posted something about Ronald Reagan, I still has 12,000. And then I posted another one from Trump. It only got 2,000 views, but it can end up changing a lot of people's understanding that what times we are in is the times that a lot of people have lived before. And
okay, so that brings me to the next question. That's perfect lead in, Raven, because I asked, do you guys think it will change eventually? And second part of the question, can it change without violence?
No.
No. Or is it going to take
because
violence?
Humans are inherently violent.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So there's.
But are you willing to kill your neighbor for what you believe in? Is what I'm saying.
If they go to try to take my rights away, yes.
Sure. Wow, that's interesting that you would say that. That's interesting.
I held my hand up, you know, to uphold the Constitution of the United States, you know, against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
So that means you thrash.
I agree.
Come here, Joey.
Interesting we say that.
And it's also another.
Well, there's no expiration date on that oath either.
No.
Okay, so if you're prepared, sorry, 2 seconds.
Hold on.
Okay.
The thing is what we're seeing is not always what it seems to be out there, because a lot of people don't look even in their own states or cities or where do they live, because when they literally vote in something, it sometimes changes the other way.
Captain, what were you going to say?
No, the moment's passed. It'll be stupid now, so I'm not going to.
But everything, Americans are very naive. Being overseas and being in second or third world countries, you come back home after a time and you find that Americans are very naive on the way that they are raised. They're under an umbrella of security and everything else that they're grown up with, that no one can touch them. They will never see evil from another country or anything happen to them on our soil, right? But let me tell you something. There's a lot of shit that's out there I've seen firsthand, especially in the Middle East. And this is before 9/11. That it's religion. The world is not America. America is an island. And people don't understand that if you fuck it up, this island's not going to be here anymore, and we won't be able to help anybody, or our alliances around the world will fall apart because it's just the way it's been built.
Well, half of them already have. So
Thrice, with that all being said, so you've served the Middle East and you're ex-military and all that there. So when it comes down to it, do you prefer tits or ass? You know,
Tits or us?
I like a combination of both personally. But
Did you just say tits or us?
Yes.
I love that store.
Yeah.
Love it.
BC, I'm with you on what you're thinking. I'm with you.
It's the military industrial complex, dude. I mean, if you in anything in America, anything in a capitalist society, follow the money, bro. We funded all of Hamas pretty much. We funded all of Israel pretty much.
So, Joey, now that you believe that, you think money's going to get us out of this problem?
Joey wants money to go away.
Well,
but you're basing your opinion on something with no value, but based on the paper it's printed on. So you speak so highly of the money, it sounds like it could get us out of this.
For example, what backs up money? A shiny metal, gold, silver, shit like that.
Yeah,
what if somebody comes up with a way to make fucking gold? Is it not possible? The gold is completely indetectable from fucking regular gold.
I think you're so fucking.
What happens if that happens? What happens to the concept of money? Is it just all?
We haven't been on the gold standard since the 70s, so
72, 71, 72, yeah.
Yeah, it isn't backed up in the value of gold now. It's just
I get what Joey's saying. It's basically like I think, listen, gold, silver, whatever value. If you want to go make fucking rocket fuel, you go make it.
Jesus.
Money's just that thing that, makes people do them things. But as a willing human, everything can be done without currency. Everything. The only thing we're using the value for is the space value.
You're absolutely wrong. I can't get strippers to take their clothes off without money.
But you can. It's just we're not willing to do that, though. But you could.
Put in the effort, bro.
Yeah.
You think fucking Ryan Gosling has trouble getting fucking chicks to show their titties? They do not. They just walk up and they're like, ah.
Yeah, but I'm not Ryan Gosling, so.
You think this huge container ship and all the shit it's carrying across the water, really money had anything to do with? No, it was men making steel, putting it together. Money's just a value based on that shit. It means
what's that got to do with strippers?
Well, like money. I don't know if you've been to a titty bar. Maybe it's the bars you're hanging out.
I'm very disappointed in you. I've twice tried to bring the conversation back to titties, and you haven't fit. So,
listen, I remember going to titty bar and I handed out Canadian Tire money. It's like our Walmart version of extra bucks. And she said to me, "This ain't fucking real money." I said, "Hey, they aren't real titties."
Hey, how do you guys tip up there? Because you guys got like $1 coins and $2 coins. What's the deal? Like we slap a dollar on their ass.
Oh, hey, right now our $2 currency is actually they want you to look at it.
I spend all the $2 bills I get.
Right now they want you to look at it. And certain serial numbers are going to be worth X amount of dollars. But it's probably going to be it's going to $4, $6, $8, $10.
Yeah,
they just want you to click on this link. They just want you to click on this link and read about it, bro, and get all these pop-ups.
The tipping thing's getting out of hand. It started, especially now. I'm not being funny. The minimum wage in some places is really high, and I did see a video the other day, some guy bitching about, and he was quite right too. He was in an automated store.
I watched that about the water.
Yeah, it was Matt Walsh, and he literally did. He served himself. He went to he got it. He took the thing. He put it through the machine. He paid for it, and the thing asked, "Would you like to leave a tip?"
Yeah, 10, 15, 25%. Yeah, no human in the store at all. None.
Self-service shop, and they wanted tip.
Ski girly, what up?
Silly.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like I'm not tipping for takeout. If I go to the store and I'm just picking up the food, I'm not tipping. Bottom line, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
and I know that hurts. That hurts. I mean, now let me put a proviso on that. Some small businesses, up and coming trucks, whatever. Like I told Lap a tip, something like that. But like standard McDonald's or a Chipotle or a Subway or I'm going to pick up some Mexican from an established place. I'm not going to tip if I'm just grabbing the bag and leaving. I'm sorry. It's
but it's supposed to be for good service.
We have our breaking points too as consumers. Like we can't fund everything.
Exactly.
I know,
but
properly price your food.
because you have a hostess, a waitress, a bartender. You know, you got 4 or 5 different categories before the food is actually served to you.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for good service and good quality, and it isn't. No, it's just expected, you know. And then you look like a cunt when you don't do it. But it's different culture. When I first started going to Amsterdam, when they were still using guilders, the way they dealt with it was, see any loose coins you got back, you just left them on the table. You just took the notes. So
see, that's what's fucked up about us, though. Right there with what you guys said, Joey explained that whole goddamn tip thing, and it wasn't for the fact of better service. It was so people don't look at him and go, "You fucking cheapskate bastard." That's what the tip was. It wasn't about good service. It's about so he don't get fucking shafted. And that's 90% of what tips are made for. It's not for the good service. It's so, well, we don't out you like a fucking, well, I'm not going to fucking spit in your soup next time.
I'm a 20%er. I'm a 20. How much
Oh,
do you
same
tip?
here.
Never tip. Ever.
Wow.
No, you're talking about going out to eat. You have to tip when you go out to eat. If you don't tip when you go out to eat, then
See, this is so cool because everyone has an opinion on it, and it's like people are surprised when they hear the answers.
I just say wow because I live off of tips.
Yeah, I would never
today
tip
for 6 hours, I made $600. BC,
right?
You know what? 400 of that was a tip.
So then why don't you just up your price 20% and deal with it and serve the best you can serve?
We have to put it into a contract then.
Because people look at you and go, you know what? Fuck Leppin, how good a guy he is, and keep me safe. I'd rather pay $2 less to risk my life on this motherfucker and then give him another $2 on top of that. Fuck that. I'll pay for the $20 if you know, I just don't see the tip point like that. Just put your price up a little bit.
So again, that depends where you are. My brother was a chef for years.
Dude, if it's good, I'm coming back.
Yeah. My brother was a head chef, and he never get the tips. The waitresses kept all the tips.
Right.
I
have different.
I did
like,
dishes at restaurants. We were all part of the tip.
Yeah.
So you got front to back, you know what I mean?
But
the great thing about me is this guy cooks all the food. I just go serve it, guys.
Right.
That's all. So whatever his price is,
right,
for this party or this gig or this event,
okay,
I get 20% of it, $3,000.
Yeah, I get it, and I'm not negating the tip thing. Like, I'm not saying I fucking totally don't. There's obviously points.
Oh, Joey's looking at another
game.
tip.
She's at the Florida State Miami game, and she's wearing a shirt that says "Sucks to be you" because that's a hottie right there, right? Fuck.
You were just looking for the other tip.
I still wouldn't give her a fucking tip, though. I still would.
But today in my tip jar, I got $5 and a Slim Jim. I swear you.
And a Slim Jim.
I yelled out because this company.
That's bigger than Raven's middle finger.
Hey, this company pulls me inside, so I stay out of the elements. Right. And I serve inside their company.
Right.
Maybe over there, not over here. Not at the time.
Just because.
Right. Hey, I'm not knocking your tip jar.
I'll probably do the waitresses aren't going. If the food's bad, they're not going to get tips. So
I just won't come back ever again.
So
if
when
you
I
want
worked the bar, when I worked the bar, all the bar staff, all the money went into a jar, and it was split evenly at the end of the night. And I always said the kitchen staff and the waitresses should have done the same thing, because if the food's horrible, they're not going to get a tip. You know what I mean?
Okay,
if the horrible, then there's not going to be a tip left. So
here's what I'll make you think about your
tip.
Tim
and I will look at each other like this service sucked.
Yeah,
but we'll still pull together for 20%.
Me and Lep are really generous tippers. Like, I'll do 20, 30, 40, 50% sometimes. I mean, I just don't care.
Well, let me ask you this.
We don't drink, dude. Well, I don't drink, and so like. And we normally go out for specials. So if I get like 50-cent wings or whatever, and my food bill is like $7.50, I'll throw her fucking $15, whatever. Who cares,
Okay, you guys are level-headed. You could listen. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But Lep takes the tip, and there's nothing wrong with that. No, listen. Wait till you listen to what I say, though. Now listen. If you take tips because you accept the tips because you're providing a service for your people, right? You're giving them good food, good attitude, whatever the reason, right? That's why the tip jar is there, for gratitude. You cannot do your job without the supplies you pick up, correct?
Yes.
Do you feel the need you should tip them people for making your life easier instead of you going out to kill the cow, per se, and chop it all up? You walk into a supermarket and you get it all pre-wrapped or whatever, how you get your supplies. Do you want to tip the company that wrapped that meat up for you to make your life, to give you that service of comfortability and the best quality?
All right, you're digging really deep.
I know. Just
No. You're going back to the package. The packaging,
right,
and shit like that. I understand
Okay.
every step of the way to get to the final product.
I
which
agree
is
with
being
you.
Met in your mouth. All right. So if I meet you in your mouth and I fucking punch that motherfucker, you know what I mean? And
Right.
that motherfucker is exploding with fucking greatness.
I see where you're going.
And I'm there to fucking make that experience
Right.
even better.
Okay. So then let me ask you
I'm
this.
like
Instead
going
of
to a
doing what I
fucking-
just said.
Hey, you going to the amusement park? Come on.
But listen,
I got a ride for you.
For you to punch me in that mouth with that great flavor, take that $10 tip I give you and give it to each person that made that happen tonight. Is that fair?
So I only
Bobby,
have
hold
one
on.
person.
Hold on.
I only have one person that does that, and that's the pit master.
Okay.
That's it. That's
So-
it. It's
Okay.
me and him. It's
Like
me
how
and him.
far does the tip
Hold on,
extend
hold
to
on.
like thank you for doing
Let me
what you've
interject.
done? Okay, sure.
Bobby Joe has a point here because I used to do dishes and everything, and we all used to work together and do the tip and everything. The hourly wage for a waitress and other people are much, much lower than other people that work. So they depend on tips.
Okay. So you're paying the tip to help the person survive their
Exactly.
lifestyle as
Yes.
opposed to the service
So,
they give.
what that does
Right.
when you hire
Okay.
someone
I'm
there,
fine with that. I'm fine with that.
you hire someone there that's making like what, $3.50 an hour, let's just say,
Yeah,
just to round it off.
Yeah,
Agreed.
right.
What's happening is the business that you're working in is forcing you to make good decisions, be good to the customer, and deliver above and beyond.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
Thrice,
argue with that.
but Thrice, that's the point. If you automatically, and some people seem to, when Angie said she's a 20% tipper, Joey and Leb are automatically at least that.
Right.
There's no incentive then to be good, and then when it starts appearing on your bill as a gratuity, and then you have to be, and then they're trying to embarrass you into not asking, like, your service was crap, take that off. They're hoping you don't do that, and the other thing is they're hoping people don't see it. There's a gratuity built into the bill. The bill's $100. You throw 120 bucks down or whatever. But there's already $20 built into it. A lot of people don't look that closely. They just go, right, the bill's $100, throw 20% in. But there's $20 already built into it. So if it becomes compulsory or people do it without just
Well,
no matter how shitty I am to serve,
I know exactly where you're going.
It's legal now.
But I do agree. If you get shit service, I agree with the people that fucking posted shit like on shorts and stuff, where they do the ketchup and mustard saying, fuck you, you suck, and leave.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
Also, it's like this too, man. These people, waiters and waitresses and stuff like that. The restaurant industry it's not a good business to be in, anyways. It's very stressful. So it's like, you'd have to really, really fuck something up for me to even consider lowering that. Like we're talking a wrong order. They call
Joy makes sure that he gets a waitress with big tits.
I had no dick, shit like that. It's rare.
Yeah.
Even if there's a delay, because there's only so many people working back there, dude. It's a different economy now. So if you're going the privilege of going out to eat, you really should tip, unless for extremely egregious shit. Now it's different from takeouts, different from other things, but like when you're going out to a sit-down restaurant, you should always tip pretty much 99.7% of the time, unless it's something totally egregious, in my opinion, at least.
Of course. Yeah. You have to be really bad to not get a tip.
Like, I don't think I've ever not tipped because I go out to eat fucking 3 times a week, dude.
Even a wrong order
Right.
and bad service, I'm still gonna give 10%.
So how come you don't feel the need? Like, listen, I'm going to make this clear. All these things I put, I just go to the negative, and it's not to cause controversy. I just like to hear your answers. That's all. Like I say, when you go to the hospital and the guy saves your life, do you ever wake up and feel the need? Here's $20, man. But he brought you back to life. You know what I mean? But why not tip the doctor? No, but why not tip the doctor? He's giving
Hey, I'll tell you what. No, listen, I got to
keeping you alive.
If the health insurance field wasn't such a racket and they took like cash for service, like, hey, here's $350, fix my broken leg, you fix my broken leg, I'd tip in that situation. Not the way it's set up now. Fuck no. I'm not gonna give some random orderly fucking $80.
Okay, so if you walked into a hospital,
do the appointment,
right?
Now, if you walked into a hospital, would you guys feel weird if there was a little jar that said, "Hey, if you feel like obligated, this is for the doctor's party fund"?
Well, if the chick behind the counter was looking good in them scrubs, I really like scrubs, dude. They look
Hey, one thing about Joey, he's consistent.
Well, we get talking.
Right.
I'm tipping a beat. Dude, hey, every BK in this country will be closed within the next year and a half. You mark my words. It's pretty much there now. And it's sad to say, but the corporation is not what ran well. They don't man, it's just
have you guys heard of the place that delivers food called Schwann's?
Yes, my neighbor gets that, yeah.
Oh,
so the driver came by where our barn's at, and the person that owns the place has Schwann's. He said they're pulling out of 30 states, and December 10th is the last time they'll get deliveries. Wow. Dude, it's all going shit.
Or just consolidate.
Yeah, fuck, Schwann's has been around since
I've
the
seen
early
them
1900s.
Yeah, I've seen them my whole life.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks they're going away. I don't really use them, so it's not going to affect me any. But
I mean,
we used to use them, but that was years ago when the kids were young. We didn't have time to really do a lot of shit, and we'd order stuff.
You know what? I'll beat them. This right here. I got an app that I could get groceries faster.
Well, and that's why they're going away, is because the competition is taking them out.
Cheaper.
And cheaper. Yeah.
But when we do that online, we're putting people out of work. Is what we're doing. Of course. It's a plus negative, right? There's the right way and the wrong way, but there's no perfect way. It's the choice you make. And I love the tips. You got a guy sitting beside you, I give tips to all the time. I love tipping people.
He does. No, he does. Tip your local content creator. Tip your local content creator.
Joey just likes the tip.
I'm a tipper. I say I wasn't because I wanted to see you guys' reaction, but I do tip. I do it all the time, and I understand it.
Right. We're gonna get a selfie for social media, bro, because that's how you get followers.
We got to get to Cleveland's own.
Yep.
So left with the show, so we got to get all the sponsors in the background, but we'll do this.
Yeah, if I go to shop self checkout, I walk out.
He says I'm a sponsor guy, guys.
He's got 9 sponsors in the shot. There's fucking 9 sponsors in the shot. He gives me a cup with the sponsor on it, by the way.
I'm going to help you out, bro. I'm going to help Captain out.
I'm going to go.
I don't know if you guys ever seen a McDonald's that does nothing but automated services.
Yeah, and they want you to tip.
Yep, they do want you to tip.
Well, see, you're not tipping the employees. You're tipping the office.
You gotta pay for the machines, bro. The machines ain't cheap.
Yeah.
The company itself.
If tipping a machine now means I'm safe whenever the machines take over, I think it's worth a few bucks. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
See, the thing is that
Skynet, people, Skynet.
It's all going automation and
MySpace.
It might sound weird to have old short circuit sucking your pee-pee, but hold on tight, everybody.
Number 5 alive.
Right now.
Hey, what was the answer to MySpace? Google Hangouts?
Yeah, that came after, didn't it?
Google Hangouts gone.
We did the ICQ when MySpace was out.
Google Hangouts.
I did ICQ. I remember.
You know what was before Google Hangouts? Actually going and hanging the fuck out with people.
I still hang out with people. I swear to God.
Wow.
Well, see, Google
See chat at the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Hold it there. I see your
That's what I
credit card
have.
number. Hold on. There we go. You're getting a good tip this Christmas, buddy.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
That's from
Well,
your
see,
own
that-
account.
That was originally Google Hangout.
Hey,
It's now
look,
called-
that's all Google Hangouts.
No, that's
all of it.
Google Chat.
Wow.
Yeah,
They
they all
don't-
add it. Yeah.
They just changed the name.
Are you
Yeah.
saying you're more
Yeah.
famous on Google Hangouts than StreamYards, Lab?
Yeah.
You're like an OG over there?
I'm
An
an
OG.
Everywhere I
Yeah.
go, I'm an OG.
OG in the house.
Hey, I've been
geez.
around this. Hey, I've been hanging around people's channels.
He's like, I know Joey.
2013.
Second question. Did they want you to have you there, or did you force your way in?
Oh, I'm
He's saying, are you Robert? Or are you
I drop bows on them. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm coming in.
That's
full
fucking
force.
OG answer right there, boy.
Well,
What
Lep
the fuck
has a
going on?
legendary drinking ability and a legendary temper, so you know how that goes.
Right.
No, he doesn't get it. I've never seen
I'll
Lep
fuck you
angry.
up, but
Send me
let's
the
go.
link. I want to see
Hey,
that
don't,
Lep angry.
don't, don't get it twisted about Lep. Lep seems like a really nice guy, but Lep can lose it, bro. When Lep loses
No.
it, he fucking
Because
loses.
he's a redhead, man. He's fiery, man.
Yeah,
What
well, that's-
triggers
that's
you?
much
What
of
makes
blood,
you-
bro.
Lep, what pisses you off, Lep?
Lep doesn't like
Ignorance.
when people
Cold-
don't.
Good one.
Ignorance.
When people
Good one.
disrespect him a little bit, he does not like that at all.
Oh yeah.
He's
Ooh.
not
I mean,
flexible
don't
on
come
that.
at
He's
me.
not.
Don't
He's
Yeah,
not.
that's not fun.
He is
Don't come
not. He's not like somebody like me. I don't give a fuck. You can say whatever. Lep's
Yeah,
not like
don't
that.
come at me.
Yeah, he's not like that. He'll go crazy, dude. I see him.
Yeah, but
flip
what?
out.
But what? So what constitutes disrespect? Then
Yeah. Good
Like,
question.
We're just because I drink alcohol. So if you prey on that,
Right.
you know what I mean? I'm going to expose you, and then people around me are going to just like destroy everything about you.
basically, don't when Lep's drinking, don't say anything about his livelihood, his personal shit, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, of course. Like most
Not in
of
a
us.
non-sarcastic way. Like, don't say
Yeah,
that.
like,
Your
if
food
I'm
truck
not-
sucks.
if
You should
if
park
I'm
the
not-
food truck, Lep. He would hate that if you know something
Wow.
like that.
No, bro, it's only a flat tire.
There's
Now,
nothing wrong with that.
Lep, is it disrespectful, Lep, to ask you who was the last person to disrespect you?
Mm.
Is it disrespectful to ask you who was the last person to disrespect you?
No.
But don't be
He's-
disrespectful
you're-
when you answer.
Your question is valid.
Cool.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
But it's none of my
Um,
business, right?
Yeah, nothing disrespectful about that.
Okay.
But I get that every day, every neighborhood I go to, every event I go to. Like, there's entitled fucking people every fucking where.
Oh,
And it's
boy.
fucking insane.
Mhm.
When you're out there
in that
and
fucking
actually
place.
in the elements, bro, I swear to God, I'm like, can I just flick somebody in their motherfucking. I just want to flick you, motherfucker. Bing!
The veins in your neck are sticking up, right?
Fuck out of in your ear, in your eyebrow. I'll flick you in your lip. I just want to flick you.
Wow.
Wake the fuck up, bro.
back in a wee second.
Have
Good
you
answer.
not learned how this world works?
Mm.
Here's a picture of Big Don at some park in the Bahamas. He's on vacation, but
Yeah, baby.
I don't know what Big Don's doing to that fucking walrus or dolphin or whatever the fuck that
Oh,
is.
I see. Right.
Hey, he looks so awkward in the water. I don't think that guy's ever been. I don't think he's ever been in a pool, bro. It's probably his first time in a pool.
Wow. A guy that size, you know he floats. I'm just saying.
All right there in the group chat. Is that your first time?
I'm
in
a
the pool,
floater.
bro?
I'm a bobber. Trust me.
Fuck you,
What goes
guys.
down with old BC on board? Fuck your life vest. Grab a shoulder. Because I'm bobbing. Right back to fucking New Zealand, too. Whatever ocean we're in. Currents will carry me back to Canada. Grab an ankle, squeeze a tit, whatever you got to do to hang on. Let's go.
That's Joey.
Mm.
He's got a life jacket made out of breasts.
Titties float, bro. What do you want me to say? So you gotta make like
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
show
You
your
know-
fucking female friends got big titties. That way you just floating around, you can fucking squeeze your titties and fucking float to safety.
Joey's my Captain America tonight.
Wow.
What's up, Paul?
I don't think. I think we've got red, white, and blue all down.
Well, this Cleveland Buckeyes hat matches the it has the Ohio flag on it.
Left,
And then
you got a comment there.
this is the Blue Jackets dress. You know the hockey team. This is the Blue Jackets jersey.
Yep.
So they got the Ohio flag and the Blue Jackets jersey. So
Wow.
it matches up nice.
Hey, we'll come to your city, and we'll entertain you.
Taking bookings now and
Right.
we'll set up everything: free weed, free booze.
Lep and Joey's traveling medicine show.
Bro, it's like Cheech and Chong.
Step right up, folks. Step right up.
Cheech and Chong, and I mean, you just take all of it and morph it. Dazed and Confused, fucking Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You take it all and you
Up
put it
in
together.
smoke. That's where my.
And
Where you gonna get
we
Phoebe Cates
travel
from?
city to city. No, we travel city to city. This. Remember the Blues Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that one?
I like the Blues. The Blues
Oh,
Brothers
that was
2000
good
wasn't
one,
good,
bro.
though. It's 106 miles to Chicago. I got a full tank of gas, half a pack of
Pack
cigarettes.
of cigarettes.
It's dark.
We're wearing dark
And we're wearing
sunglasses.
sunglasses.
Run a mission from God.
I don't think you guys are talking through. Please reconsider. Wake up in the morning. Let's have this conversation again.
No,
I've got the unedited movie.
All I want to do
on
is
DVD.
laugh, PC.
Oh, shit.
Laugh, brother.
Me too.
Laugh.
So
Pick me
laugh.
up, please.
Laugh.
I'm trying my best.
That's all
Trying
we
my
do,
best.
Max. Laugh.
One smile
You
at a
don't
time.
laugh. Honestly, you're gonna walk past that mirror and be like, "I hate you." You know what I mean?
Unless,
hate
unless you're a
yourself.
vampire.
Fuck yeah.
Unless you're a
don't hate
vampire.
yourself.
You're not
fuck, I do
seeing.
that every day.
Right.
Oh, you're a vampire?
No. Walk
I
past
got
the mirror and say,
insomnia.
walk past the
I
mirror and
got
say, I
insomnia.
hate you.
Oh shit! You don't want to see me in front of a mirror. Good God, that means there's two of me. Yuck.
I would love to see
Yeah.
you in front of me playing that guitar. And
No,
sing.
no. Raven first. Raven first. Then you.
I would like to see BC butter some bread and put that shit in front of us. 'Cause I
Listen,
could go
I'd like to see BC. I would listen. I'll butter BC's back and throw me off a cliff. What lands on side? BC on his buttery side, on the unbuttered side.
The buttery side picks up a lot of dirt.
You have not even seen me travel in butter. Why do you guys prejudge me in butter? I might like good with butter. You have no idea.
You like crunchy butter?
It's not nice to fool with Mother Nature.
If you take some margarine and put it in like a graham cracker, that's the same thing they make cheesecake crust out of, bro. So it's really good.
No, it's not. Now stop. That's the guy that shops at fucking Walmart too much, folks. Trust me. Get out of Walmart, motherfucker, please.
Or
There's
provides
better
good
pie
food.
Hey,
crust.
I don't give a
How
fuck
do you know this,
if
BC?
check out or not, man.
I'm a pie
Walmart
crust expert.
prices-
Look at the size of me. You don't think I'm
Hey,
eating a fucking
I'm
pie?
not gonna lie. I used to be like, I'm Walmart. The older I get,
Fuck
the older
that.
I get,
Pie
the
eater.
older I get, the more Walmart grows on me. I really fuck with Walmart now. I really do. It's
Hey,
Me too.
all the good prices, all the different choices, they're at Walmart, man.
Walmart,
You
man.
didn't tell me
You know,
this.
I
Why
love
is it?
It's
Why is
genuinely
Walmart
one of the
closing a lot
reasons.
of the stores?
they only close the stores in impoverished areas where people are stealing shit. They're not closing.
That's right.
Fucking red
Um,
state. That's
you know-
the beauty. That's the one thing, Trash. A lot of people don't realize about fucking weed in Ohio is it's beautiful. It's never been in like a red state like this. You know what I mean? The dynamic is going to be smashing because people don't want to move to Ohio. The only reason people move to Ohio is because they're banging somebody in Ohio or they get a job up here. Other than that, there's no reason to go to Ohio. Literally.
All the people from fucking Chicago is going to move there,
That
bro.
makes sense.
If you like to farm,
Quick,
Hey, so something like this, dude. I mean, you got to think of the black market. You can't think of legal market. We're supplying all of West Virginia, all of Kentucky. That extends up pretty much most of the South and all of Appalachia, all of Pennsylvania. There's a lot of black market shit that's going to come through Ohio, especially with these low taxes they got on weed and the extreme homegrown provisions they put in that bill. It's going to be a nice time for Ohio, man. You're going to like it here. If you're from here. If you're not from here, then you should come see us someday.
This is
you
just
have all
the
the
tip of the iceberg.
Californians.
As someone that's lived through 100% legal, I'm telling you guys, it's going to be crazy. You will never ever call nobody and say, "Hey, you know where I can get some weed?" That will never happen again. that doesn't. Now you get the
never
phone call.
happened.
Hey man,
Well, that's
now you get the phone call.
It never happened. I'm in
Hey, do you want to
Cleveland.
buy some
It
weed?
never
I got
happened.
some weed, man.
How much weed you need left? Here you go, buddy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like up
never
here,
been a
if you
question.
get caught with less than 30 grams, the cops will arrest you and give you a fine for not having enough weed. It's true.
We already lived through that. What the fuck?
Fucking great
No,
up
he
here.
said, you didn't hear what he said. He said if you get pulled over and you got less than 30 grams in you, they arrest you for not having enough weed. They get
That's right. It's true. The RCMP open their bag and go pick one, or we'll put you in jail. Fine, I'll pick a bag.
Hey, BC,
That's
do you
going.
remember that one Simpsons when they did the NRA thing and they're all going through the metal detector and it beeped, it beeped, and the one guy went through and it didn't beep, so they gave him a gun and went through and beeped, and he
Yeah. Yeah. Like Airplane. Remember Airplane?
Yes.
And he's doing, eh.
Airplane's a fucking classic. We need to get like 80 people together and watch Airplane fucking stoned out.
Dude, I watched it the other day, and when it got to the pedophile part with the captain, I'm like, ooh, that's not going to fly today. Tell me, have you ever sat in my lap, Timmy? Whoa. Whoa.
I picked the wrong time to stop smoking. I picked the wrong time to stop sniffing glue.
Hey, Robert Stack. Oh, fucking
Hey,
great.
Hey, you ever been in a Turkish prison?
You ever seen the inside of a man's ass?
Midnight Express, that's no fucking joke. That scares me, that movie. Woo! That is a scary movie.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
All for hashish, folks. Come on.
All right, Captain. Captain's been trying to talk.
Uh-oh.
No, it's just good. You were talking about Walmart. It's one of the reasons, I don't like most American sports, so sports stars, but I like your man Shaq because he walked away from a Reebok deal because he wanted affordable sneakers, and he went to Walmart and went, design me a sneaker that I can sell and make money off, but ordinary people can afford to buy.
Right.
I respected that,
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. The affordability for the regular
right now. What's the closest in your life you've ever been to Shaq? How many feet away or miles away?
About 3,500 miles for me, probably.
Yeah. If he goes to Vancouver, it's the closest I've ever been to him.
Shaq might have played in Vancouver back when the Grizzlies were in Vancouver a while back. So I was probably about 4 feet away from Shaq. We had tickets to I had season tickets to the Cavs in 09-010. And one of the games we had this bench warmer program where you could sit in the bench and watch them warm up. And they all walked out in front of us like 10 feet. I think I got the video.
Joey had a fucking hard on too.
Oh,
I have a friend that actually a corner bar was like a buzz-in type bar because it was an iffy neighborhood. Shaq came in. They played darts, and they got tore up.
They got tore up.
Bottom line. If there was betting going on, whatever, they had a good time with Shaq. Shaq had a good time with them. How about that?
Yeah,
we represented the triple digits on West Side, 122nd.
Sounds like
it always comes across as a good dude, though.
It's not my story, but it's just somebody I'm really close to story. I was not there personally.
The old friend of a friend thing, right?
Were you closer to Joey or that person?
But here's the thing: is I lived down the street. I just wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, I only seen the dicks. I wasn't handing out the lotion. I get what you're saying.
I missed that invite.
My hands are so soft.
But that's what had happened. At the end of the day, that's what had happened.
See, what had happened was.
Yeah.
I'm a
But
Tell us right, Joey.
Here's the thing: is this is an Irish bar, and fucking got big ass dummy Shaq playing darts. Like, dude already reaches halfway to the fucking dartboard.
All right.
Yeah, it was a good story, and it was a good time. I'm the other part of the story. That's why I always like to share it.
The views and opinions expressed by Contact are not necessarily those of the participants, nor Thrash Team or YouTube Incorporated. All rights reserved. Batteries not included.
Disclaimer. I love it.
Some assembly is required.
Right.
Yeah.
Offer void in Utah and Belfast.
Okay, so I'm out of here. I gotta get something to eat, so y'all have fun.
Uh-oh.
All right, have fun eating your beans, bro. We'll see you later, man.
Yeah, stay away from the monkey movies too, Raven, please.
Raven. What do you think Raven does all day, for real? You think he just
Love you, Raven.
Yeah.
He's got to be. I mean, if we're being honest, we're probably all in
Well,
YouTube.
he just shaved, so he's stroking
Go,
himself.
baby!
Uh-oh.
Ooh, go, baby!
What happened?
Sports.
The guy made a play. We're up by like 35, and he's acting like.
Oh, there you go. Cool. See? The world is treating you guys good right now.
Like Chris's
Lep-
barn. Right, Chris's
Lep
barn.
looks deep into thought, trying to figure out how Mars and the moon could
Hey, he's got a roof
coincide.
on his barn, dude. Not anybody in the world has a roof on their barn. You know what I mean?
Hey, this is what
Why
it
is
is.
Uranus so far away?
It's Uranus. Stop.
Hey, when we was in the
Uranus.
desert, though, when we was in the desert, I was in Kirkuk, Iraq. The whole one side of the base didn't even have a fence on it. It was just whatever. And I saw this guy. It was a fucking. I felt like it was a biblical time. He was literally walking by like fucking 10 sheep behind him. It was an actual shepherd just walking through. He fucking took a shit, just wiped his ass with his hand, kept walking. I was like, God damn, this is fucking old.
I'd like to meet him. Can I shake your
Right.
hand?
It's like living the
No.
Bible, bro. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what do you think he talks about all day? You know what I mean?
Don't do that in the Middle East, man.
The worst thing about the Middle East ever was, and these guys were dressed really nice. We trained a bunch of Iraqi pilots. They were dressed like in all this knockoff Gucci and Prada and all this Versace shit. But man, their odor was like not
Raunchy.
good. Yeah, it was. They like, it's like they didn't bathe, but then they tried to cover it up with cologne because you can smell like the Dakar and shit. So it's like, oh, it was just. But they were such sweethearts and such nice guys. But god damn, they smelled so fun.
You know what they say? You can't smell a book by its cover, right?
But Mike, we had to. It took us like 3 hours to fucking disinfect the terminal, dude. We were going through Lysol and bleach and all that kind of shit.
Did you ever notice them so bad where it's like the one guy showed up like, oh, there comes Carl, man. Wait till you smell this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, there was
He's
this guy
not
who was in New Jersey, like straight ass, and everybody knew it too. We tell him like, bro, why the fuck aren't you showering? You smell like ass. Like shower at least every day or two. Like fuck, they'll come
Do
to
you
work.
think do you think they ever look at you and go, fuck, them Americans fucking stink? God damn, they stink.
I have read that they think we overbathe too much. I don't know. I gotta bathe.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
get when I'm
You'll
working
be
at
like,
home.
You're flowery.
Well, when I work at home, I don't bathe every day. Whatever, I'm not leaving the house. But like, if I go in the office every day, or if I'm going like to see Lap or hang out with people, I'm taking a shower every day. It's just what you do. You don't want to stay.
Lap, give them a hug. You see what your friends do for you? Give them a goddamn hug right now. $5 tip just won't do it. He stays clean for you. By God, that's a true friend.
Look, common courtesy, you got to have a good odor. You want to be around people.
Metallica.
Hey, I've known Lep for quite a while, almost a year now, and not once has he ever come to me and said, you know, Joey, he stinks. Never happened.
Exactly. See,
Not
we
one
have good
goddamn
odors.
time.
We believe in good odors, bro.
All right, listen, on the other hand, he's never messaged me and said, hey, Joey smells really good today. So there is that also.
Well, I mean, you don't want to overdo it. I mean, some of these people getting like scents and shit. It's like, oh, my beard smells like cherry vanilla. Like, nobody gives a fuck. You know
Joey,
what I mean?
I don't doubt you smell good. This is something you and Lep got to work out. He's here right
Well,
now.
it's like this too.
Tell
If
him.
you don't enjoy the smell of weed, you're not going to enjoy my smell because I smell like a fucking dispenser. I mean,
Now, don't put yourself down.
Smells like weed.
Now,
You
don't
know?
put yourself down.
Not going to capitulate to that 0.1% of the world that doesn't like the smell of weed. I like the smell of weed. Fucking, I have no business dealing with you.
Wow.
You know, why would I do that?
I like
You know,
some of your
people
rules
say
and others no.
He's got standards.
He
Right.
does.
Hey, the new Ohio fucking leaf's gonna be a marijuana leaf. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
For the Buckeye, oh, you know what? Buckeye
For the
shit's going to be
Buckeyes.
so. Oh, yeah. So
Nothing
much.
but good can come from it. Well, you guys are running with it now. There's only, 8 states left that don't have any?
Oh,
I think
really?
8 or 9? It's
no,
almost.
Take that away from
more than that.
Oh, there's only
Is there more than that? I thought it was like
There's
10.
24 it's legal for
It
recreational.
just
It's like
doesn't
30.
seem like it.
It's like 36, 37, something like that. But some of the state programs are really garbage. Like
Yeah,
Texas
true, true.
technically has a state program, but it's like 1% THC or less. So you can smoke.
Oh my God!
Trash. Texas is a shit state, dude. Don't get it
for
twisted.
medicinal
Seriously.
1% THC.
1%. They call that a fucking program. If you're out here, Governor, what is it? Who's it? Is it Abbott? Fuck you, Governor Abbott. You fucking shit.
I don't keep up with the politics anymore.
You guys are losers, dude.
I used to care.
Hey, you want to know BC? You want to know the randomly the biggest weed capital of the states right now is Oklahoma, because they put up such a low barrier to entry for like homegrown everything. Oklahoma, like anybody can get a card, you pay the $20, and like they say there's one dispensary. This is no shit. I think you can look this up. One dispensary for every 10 smokers in Oklahoma right now. That's
but Oklahoma's probably got one of the lowest population states too, probably.
Like that, 3 million people, something like that. So there's like 30,000 some fucking dispensaries in Oklahoma right now. It's insane. And they're supplying a lot of the black market right now. A lot of the weed you buy in the street in places like Indiana, Arkansas, it's all come from Oklahoma.
It doesn't surprise me. On the size of it and you know the capital of it, probably the majority of it's in that city. So
I refuse to smoke hillbilly weed. Won't do it.
Well, no, that's plain weed. So they're on the plain.
Oh, plain weed, right? Sorry.
We should head out to Tulsa. They call Tulsa Kitty Town, bro. Because have you ever heard the artist Tech Nine? You know who Tech Nine is? He's a rapper. He used to do a song called Areola, and during the Areola, boop, Areola, they come down and show you. But during this song, Areola, chicks are supposed to be flash the crowd. But he quit doing it because some fucking 16-year-old did it, and there was a big scandal and shit like that. But he said in Tulsa, man, Tulsa's a fucking titty capital of the states, bro, because all these chicks, you got a lot of Mormon influence down there, so a lot of hot chicks, you know, because Mormon broads are hot. Because one of the tenets of Mormonism is to treat your body like a temple, not this fucking debauchery shit we're doing, you know what I mean? They actually work out and fucking watch what they eat and drink. You know,
debauchery shit.
That's fucking crazy to me. I don't know what's worse, the fact that someone made a song in Areola or that Joey just recited fucking good 6 bars from the fucking song. Like, I don't know what's worse.
You can go on YouTube. You know, Blake always bitches about, those Kid Rock videos got titties. There's song. Blake always bitches about fucking Blake TV from Arkansas. But he's bitching about
no, sound like an owl.
He was trying to do a song parody I wasn't catching on. But you know, he always bitches about those Kid Rock videos with titties and shit. Type in Tech Nine titties, shit like that, and the YouTube, there's tons of them, man. It's fucking great. I missed the concert video.
Tech Nine is that the gangster guy that once he went into jail shit himself and touted at all his friends?
No.
Apparently.
No. Tech Nine's actually a really good rapper. I mean, you might not rap, but Tech Nine's actually a really good musician.
Well, really good rapper. That's like saying he's the shadiest bird in the bowl.
I'm a good rapper in the holiday season.
Yeah.
Never been signed.
Well, he rapped with Eminem, he rapped with Tupac, all these people over the years. He's just really good.
So he got
I want to reach out
down the wrong path, and he found his way. Now he could sell his own shit and make way more money promoting himself. You know what I mean?
Self-promotion.
Underground, you're never going to hear him on a radio.
Yeah, he's got a lot of swearing shit in his songs.
Yeah.
Freaking Ravens just throwing euros, you know.
Hey, right. Check out this random link.
Here, check this.
Fat rods going on the water side back
Little Raven dick.
Part 2 of Valhalla.
Captain looks like Jesus in a certain light, doesn't he?
Sort of.
In a certain light.
In a certain light, he looks like Jesus. When he's leaning over and he can't see this part of his chin, he looks like Jesus a little bit.
In a certain light, and if you close your eyes.
You're smoking, Joey.
Oh, shit.
We all know the real Jesus is Japanese. Come on now. Read
He probably is.
Read the book.
My son wants to go to Japan, dude. I got to figure this trip out, bro. It's going to be ridiculous.
What a
I love the segue.
My brother went to Japan a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah, I'll get that $15 from you later.
He only went out. It's very expensive, but he got it free. And a mate was working out there, was some sort of specialist welder. And part of his terms was he got to bring somebody out twice a year to visit him. Well, the guy fell out with his missus and told her to fuck off, and he wouldn't bring her out. So he said to my brother, "Come on out." So he got all his flights and all paid for, but he loved it. He said it was brilliant.
Huh.
You know,
yeah, we got some bases over there. I've been through the airport, like Tokyo Narita Airport, when we were coming over from Korea, but I've never been to like the mainland and all that. I can't imagine it's much different than Korea. Probably a little warmer, more Japanese people. Well, they got the bullet train. There's a bullet train over there from Osaka to Tokyo. We can take that Because there's like
I
some
heard that
Nintendo
doesn't
one
run
that's
anymore, though. It was a letdown. They said, or it's half out of order. It's not as used as much. They never completed it. Some weird thing about the bullet train I watched on. But I don't know, man. Anything without a fucking steering wheel that I ain't sitting behind to go 600 mile an hour, I don't know, brother. I don't know if I could trust it. That's fast.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if there's no, if
this
the,
thing?
it's like this, dude. If the track deaths per mile are like 0.00, I'm going to go with it. I mean, nobody else has died. I mean, why would I die? So it's going to be, you know.
Now, would you go over to China and walk that glass bridge they hung on the side of that mountain?
Dude.
In the current environment, the way I speak, in the things I said over the years in my social media presence, I wouldn't go to China right now. It just, I mean, the way they're arresting people and arbitrary laws, it's very suspect.
Yeah, but like any other country, there's got to be good China, bad China. It's where you
well,
go,
I mean,
right?
China itself, I have no problem with China. It's a CCP I have issues with. I mean, they would for sure arrest me or hold me or something. I mean, there's no way I could get past security.
You just got to go with the right guy. If Dennis Rodman could go and fucking have fun in North Korea, Joey, you can go have fun in China.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman
don't know the right Chinese guy. That's all.
He's an ambassador. And he has something they like. They like the basketball. They like this shit. Well, they don't like weed over in China. They don't like what I do. You know what
I
mean?
think your main focus should be meeting better Chinese people in your life instead of
No, and like I
going
said,
around the world.
not the Chinese. It's the CCP, dude. The CCP. Just
Let me
doesn't
hook
say-
you up. OBC knows some good Chinese people. Let me hook you up.
There's two totally different things. Chinese people themselves, I love them. I love those guys up in China House. But like the actual Chinese Communist Party, no, I don't fuck with that at all, dude. No.
Is there anything else happening on YouTube right now? Any lives?
We could look. Hold on.
Yeah,
Wait,
Kathy's live. It's her birthday.
If I ever heard of someone trying to kick his panel off, Jesus Christ.
Jeez, how
Well,
many people?
no,
Hey, how the fuck
I try to keep it to 3 hours because I have to take my son to work here shortly, and
Oh, so basically you don't have to go home, but you fucking can't stay here. That's what you just told me.
well, I don't want to leave you guys hanging for a while.
Oh,
So
if you leave, we can still stay here.
it's what I'm saying. You want to go offline or?
Fuck no.
I'm not gonna hang out.
I'm gonna go to bed shortly.
Yeah, we're probably if you end it right now, we're just gonna call
Captain's at
it.
2 a.m. right now. So.
All jokes aside, it's your channel.
We got to talk about some
Yeah,
shit.
we'll just here talk and smoke, and we're not gonna just hang out and offline.
Yeah.
You do that.
We got a couple things that we need to talk about.
Right, and I'm not gonna waste a trip over to left talking with Captain Online and
Right.
fucking Chris Online. You know, not that they're bad people.
I
but-
mean, we love you.
right.
At the end of the day.
Hey, no excuses.
You can do that anyway.
Man.
You
You
can do
guys
that
want to touch balls? Touch balls. I don't give a fuck.
Right. Just don't drop the soap.
You want to see mine?
No, I said touch. I don't want to
Not again, Matt. Not again.
Yeah, I
Not
don't like
again,
rice.
Not again.
Go and make tea like you did on Janice's stream that one day, bro.
God,
When he was
looks
in the
like
tub
a
and
piece of
fucking
green
full
onion.
basketball,
Get out of
bro.
here.
She got a
You
strike
Irish
for it.
people in long dicks don't go hand in hand. Have you read the internet lately? Irish people in long dicks
Internet.
is a rumor.
There's a rumor.
Joey.
Oh, look, little
rumor
cute-
has
it looks
it.
like a little Conor McGregor down there. Look at it.
Yeah,
Joey,
it's a little cucumber.
Carl's not doing her live on a Friday night anymore, or Friday night. Said it wasn't working for her. But did you know she had your woman? What is it? The cockney that you met, the one. Is it? She looks. She feeds the squirrels. What do you call her?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Char. She was on the last Friday night that Carla went live. Char was on.
boy.
And nobody
I remember that. I rember that because I was gonna. Well, dude, I was gonna go up and I saw showers on there. I was like, nope, not fucking happening. I'm not gonna get fucking 45 minutes of fucking how good of a dad I am by some broad from fucking South London.
And she spent about 5 minutes trying to
Yeah,
explain.
she is hung up on
You
you.
know
ain't
me,
she?
you know me, and all that.
She'll call me on WhatsApp. Like, I'm not answering your phone call. What the fuck are you gonna talk to me about? There's nothing new. You have nothing for me. There's no intrinsic value there.
Okay, guys, you have a good rest of your Saturday. Stay out of fucking trouble, and remember, if Jesus don't love you, I don't either. So, fuck off.
Fucking BC.
Wow, he just dips before you get to say goodbye and everything else.
Why when he pulls the butt plug out, it comes out.
He's a wild man, that BC. I really wish you would leave the house. There could be something there, but he's just so housebound, bro. At this point, we gotta assume he has no legs.
No legs.
Yeah, think about it. Have you ever seen BC's kneecaps? I haven't.
I haven't seen his belly button either.
Really hadn't thought about it, Joey.
Maybe
you know,
so.
God bless him if he doesn't have kneecaps. I'm not hating, you know. Some people, maybe it was a war guy or something. He went for the
Shit, here we go.
Chinese.
Yeah. I just forgot my car keys. I hope you guys aren't talking about me. But yeah, see you later.
Fucker. That's funny as shit.
BC's a good dude. Though. I like BC. BC, though, he will. He's a man of value, bro. He will stick to his values. He doesn't care what people say about that. I mean, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect
20 questions, everybody.
Well, yeah, he's a talker. I'm a talker too. I mean, you gotta. He's good at getting the conversation party starters. Not a lot of people like that. A lot of people just sit up here like, so what's everybody drinking today? You know what you're fucking drinking. You see these people 8 times a fucking week. You know exactly what they're fucking drinking. That's not a stream. That's just a fucking way to tell people you don't know how to entertain people. BC can get the party started. That's how you do it, by answering what they say, questions different, etc. And I'm not saying don't go out there and say what you're drinking every day. Just don't make that the whole show.
Fuck.
You know?
That was sweet, bro. Did you see that? That was the first I seen. My bad. Was that her?
Right there. It looks like Jesus in that light right there. When it's really white. Right there. Jesus.
You're going to be starting biting my nails and all then?
Oh, hell.
I always get dog abuse for that one. No. I'm actually just trying to look up UFC. The UFC started.
Hey, I'm like, whose stream we?
Leb's feeling good, ladies and gentlemen. Leb's feeling good. This guy is feeling good.
I love you, Crash. Thank you, bro.
Fuck yeah, man. I love you all. Yeah. All right, we'll bow out.
This guy too.
I'll play the video that you guys didn't see because you weren't here at the beginning.
I watched. I just wasn't there.
I know. That's why I'm playing it now.
I don't. Yeah.
All right, assholes. Here you go.
United States veteran is someone.
Joey.
To understand a military veteran, you must know. We left home as a teenager or in our early 20s for an unknown adventure. We loved our country enough to defend it and protect it with our lives.
Get high.
We said goodbye to family and friends. We learned the basics, and then we scattered in the wind to the far corners of the earth. We became brothers and sisters, regardless of color, race, or creed. We didn't earn a wage. We experienced the happiness of mail call and the sadness of missing important events back home. We didn't know when or even if we were ever going to see home again. We grew up fast, and yet somehow we never grew up at all. We fought for our freedom as well as the freedom of others. Some saw combat, some didn't. Some of us saw the world, and some of us didn't. Some of us dealt with physical warfare. Most of us dealt with psychological warfare.
I'm at the
time-honored ceremony and ritual with each other, strengthening our bonds and camaraderie.
Fuck, what's wrong with you?
Counting on each other, get our job done, and sometimes survive it at all. We have dealt with victory and tragedy. We have celebrated and mourned. We lost a few along the way. When our adventure was over, some of us went back home, and some of us started somewhere new, and some of us never came home at all. We share an unspoken bond with each other that most people don't experience, and few will understand. We speak highly of our own branch of service and poke fun at other branches.
Fucking Air Force.
We know, however, if needed, we will be there for our brothers and sisters and stand together as one in a heartbeat. Being a veteran,
there's Honduras. Joey.
Stop right there. Pause right there. That picture of you in Honduras. Go back like 2 seconds. I swear to God, that looks just like me when I was down in Honduras. I had the exact same hat, that fucking brown shirt, the exact fucking BQ pattern.
It's like hotter than hell, dude.
Dude, Honduras is so balls hot, bro. It was just it was incomprehensibly hot. Like you can't even imagine how hot it gets. Like my goodness, it was fucking ridiculous.
To all our veterans,
That Boonies hat reminded me of that. 'Cause I wore that exact hat when I was down there. It was authorized. I love that Boonies hat. You know?
Sacrifice for your country. Try to remember the good times and make peace with the bad. But most importantly, stand tall and proud, for you have earned the right to be called a veteran.
There's Trash stealing some food from the chow hall.
Yeah.
Why don't you take 3 meals from the chow hall, Trash?
Wasn't that the trailer you had your shocking experience in?
That was fucked up.
Well, Thrash was out before I got to get in, so our times never crossed because I got in 95, got out in 2015. He was out.
Yeah, I was Cold War veteran, so that was way before you.
That was pretty much all War on Terror. A little bit of because the War on Terror technically was a period of war from August 2nd, 1990, when Desert Shield kicked off, all the way up until the end of last year. That's when the end of the War on Terror ended.
Well,
Joey skated off. He didn't want to be caught.
When I was in, we were still wearing olive drab.
Yeah.
They were just getting rid of OD greens when I was coming in.
Good.
Olive drab and leg blousers.
There's people that think World War II never actually ended. You know, it's just there's people actually believe World War II never actually ended. They just changed the theater. And instead of sort of cold and ended proxy wars all over.
Been going on forever because humans are that way.
I mean, it's true. The military-industrial complex is like that. Eisenhower said, "Beware of it." I mean, if you consider the line of wars from the end of World War II, after that all settled down to Korea, the scouts of Vietnam coming in the late 50s. Now it lasted all the way to the mid-70s. 70s picked up with fucking Afghanistan. That continued all throughout the 80s. Yeah, with the Cold War, that continued all throughout Afghanistan again, Iraq again, in the 90s and 2000s. So, pretty much right. We're still fighting the same war since then.
Yeah.
When was the last real peace
just
period?
Moves is what happens.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not.
Cheers, Cap. I know it's fucking 4 a.m. for you, bro.
Yeah,
that's hardcore, bro. There's no way I'm staying up.
Get some rest, Cap.
Game tomorrow.
Yeah. So,
tomorrow, boys. You come out for game tomorrow, man?
I'll see you about summer and have a good rest of the Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day. See, we don't say Happy Veterans Day, so it's weird. I'm not,
Cheers, Kevin. Hell yeah, man.
It's a weird salutation. So anyway, Happy Veterans Day.
You'd have been a great air guard person. I know how the air guard people work.
Happy is not the way to say it. It's like,
but everybody's saying that. It's a weird thing to say. It doesn't sound right.
Happy Veterans Day. It's like,
yeah. Hey, I'm not one of those
Happy Memorial Day. That's the hard one.
Thoughts there, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Peace out.
Cheers, bro.
All right, we'll see you, brother.
Thank you. Joey.
This game's been a snooze fest, huh?
Cool. All right, guys, I got to drop. Got to take the kid to work here in a few. So,
all right, Josh, we'll see you, boss.
Y'all be good.
All right, Chris, take it easy, man. All right, later.
Later.